The Brethren of Chaos podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Brethren of Chaos podcast. I'm back. Steve, you're back.
I'm
100%
here.
attendance record.
I'm here.
And we've got a very special guest, everyone.
Woo! Shit!
Charles is back. He's back. He's back down.
He spawned.
Respawned.
Respawned.
40% attendance.
40% attendance.
Mhm.
I've seen the last episode that you did was released on the 13th of March. So
That would have made sense. I went on the 14th.
Yeah.
1 day later.
Exactly. So,
Fucking hell.
almost 3 months later,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
we're back.
It's been a while.
A lot to catch up on.
There is a lot to catch up on. I've been, to be fair, I've been trying to catch up with the podcasts. I don't have any time to catch up on all of them.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
ones that when I'm got a long walk somewhere, you're the go-to.
A long stroll.
You guys are definitely the go-to with my Man United podcast. So, for sure.
Oh, Man United, bloody hell.
Yeah, we've got competition there.
We've got so much to talk. We've got so much to talk about. I feel like because I missed last weekend. Thank you so much for Matty for pulling one out the hat.
We went, that was mad as well, because that one, we did mythology. And our plan was to do, loads of mythology. And we did the full episode on Greek mythology.
Yeah.
There's that much.
Yeah.
Covering.
Deep
I'm
down.
like, fuck me.
Just kept on going.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't he know a lot about other things? He's an interesting guy anyway.
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
he?
You can talk about anything.
So go listen to that.
Yeah.
Definitely go and listen to that one.
Well, we had Norse mythology, so we'll have to do that next with him.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
that was within the plan. It wasn't executed.
That could have been a stupidly long podcast. I remember I texted you after it and was like, how'd it go?
Yeah.
And you were like, we could have just gone forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny being in the studio now when it's actually nice weather.
Yeah, you're not freezing.
Yeah, and it's sitting here freezing with the parkas on, just heater next to me,
Yeah.
barely heating the studio,
It does-
shaking with me gloves.
Yeah, you're in your shorts now.
Yeah, I'm in my shorts now. It's great.
It is. That is ridiculous when you think back to then, isn't it? When we very first started this crazy little stupid idea and
Yeah.
we were literally sat in this room, freezing cold.
You could see our breath.
Yeah, literally freezing.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It's mental.
But it's nice to be back, and it's particularly nice to see you guys keeping up with it and still doing it and smashing it every single week. And every time I have the chance to listen to an episode, I'm dialed in proper. And,
Yeah.
Especially I'd say to the guys that came on in short notice. I think you've had. I don't want to miss any names, but Matty obviously won. Connor's been on a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Joe was on.
Yeah.
I listened to the football one with Joe.
Yeah, Joe. was
Oh,
on.
that could have gone on for ages, that one.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Those guys were actually sick.
Yeah.
How long did it take us from the beginning to actually get in a rhythm? And those guys are straight into it,
Just drop in.
bam, bam, bam,
Yeah,
rhythm
yeah.
into it.
I know. And I can't say that they weren't nervous when they were doing it. We got the sided one as well. The
Yeah.
Napoleon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a Carl Pilkington for that
He
as
was
well.
full Carl Pilkington.
So of all the things the topics, Napoleon.
Yeah. I did listen to a little bit of that. To be fair, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, man.
Yeah, the guys have been boss and they will continue to be good. We've got some people we want to speak to. Sean, I'm gonna call you out again as I often do.
Yeah.
Get on and do this podcast because I really want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have we got? Well, we're gonna hold the whole York conversation for a little
sure.
bit because Steve's just showing us something out there.
Oh, we're going to go into this.
address.
Are we going into this now?
This is better than that. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen through the week. I've seen photographic evidence of your ongoings, Stephen.
Yeah, my activities.
Yeah. And then today, I saw the real evidence of it. So if you want to take us in, I know a few of the lads already know what's happened, but tell us the full tale.
Well, basically, I was driving home Saturday night.
Late as well.
Yeah, about 2:30. After a gig, Goose Green played.
Yeah. What?
Nice.
Tell us about that.
The gig.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic place. The Freemasons Arms. Goose Green.
Freemasons.
Yeah, yeah, I had to secret handshake to get in. But it was in Wigan. When you play Wigan or that area, they just fucking love the music.
Do they?
Wiganers
That's sick.
love the music. Not even love the music. They just they just appreciate the music. But yeah, Goose Green. I was driving back. I was driving back from St Helens, dropped the gear off, coming back, and then the golf course there.
Yeah.
In the road in front of it, I'm driving up, and I'm like, "What the fuck's that?" And at first I thought it was a dog, but I got closer, and it was a full deer just in the road.
That's what I mean. Full like my story. Do you think it was a golden retriever?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, it was like that.
Fuck.
Like lying there in the middle of the road, and I was like, "Wow, this is a bit bizarre."
Yeah.
Like I've heard stories about deer around here. We talked about it, haven't we?
Yeah.
I haven't really seen any. And then fucking, there's one dead in the road, and I was like, I was thinking, first thing I was like, "Wow, this is fresh. You can get a lot of meat from that."
Oh, that's disgusting. That was the first thing that you thought about, by the way.
Yeah, you're different gravy, you stay.
No, when you see it there and it's like fresh. No, I was thinking like venison's sought after, isn't it?
You can buy venison from the shop.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not hard. You're not hard on cash, Steve, are you?
Yeah, it's not like I need to scour the.
Wait, can you get it from Asda and stuff like
I'm pretty
that?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
I've never seen it in the I see chicken mince,
Yeah.
beef mince,
And a
bit of
dead
steak,
full day
and a
in the
full
car
beer in the
park.
corner. Reduced section.
Some tyre marks on it.
Yeah, you look at you need to look in the roadkill aisle, I think.
Yeah, that's where you'll find me.
24/7.
So first thoughts, Steve.
Well,
Delicious.
yeah, that was okay. I'll go with that then. Yeah. And then the second thought was like, this is big. This in the middle of the road, like a drunk driver or somebody. It could, I don't know, it could cause a crash.
Well, that's what
It's
that's
big.
what I told people with
Yeah.
your first thought was
Yeah.
safety.
Safety.
If someone hits this, they're gonna have a proper crash.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what? I'll edit that bit out, yeah, and we'll just go. I'll have that as my
You'll
first
have that as
thought.
your first.
See better than delicious.
Yeah.
So I thought like it needs moving, but then I was like, obviously thinking, I could do, like, you don't come across deer that much, don't you? Fresh. I was like, I could
Stop with the fresh.
I could make use of this animal. And I was thinking like, I don't know how to make use of the deer. My limit's probably pheasant and hare.
Yeah.
As you do.
Yeah, not bigger and deer. And I was thinking like, who's awake at 2:30? Who's around here? Who's into this sort of stuff? And my mate Ian, who works at the back, right down the other end of the industrial estate, he's like full on hillbilly.
Yeah.
It's weird because he's like, I think he's definitely a millionaire. The amount of cars he's got like super old Jags in it. He's got the Jag off James Bond.
No.
What's what is it? The like the rounded one.
I wouldn't know.
Oh,
I
type
get it in
or
my
something.
head.
Yeah. He's got ridiculous amount of like collector stuff,
Yeah.
but he's a hillbilly. He just lives in the and he does his work at night.
So you knew.
So I knew, and I've chilled with him, cutting hair up and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I was like,
He's your nature guy.
yeah, he's the what. So I drive down. Was like, right, come on, I've got a deer in the road here. Do you want it? And he was like, yeah, fucking. So we drive back, we pick it up.
So what had you done? So you left it in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
What if in the time you going to get Ian,
Yeah.
you come back and it would have been obliterated?
Yeah, that was me. One of my thoughts.
Why wouldn't you move it to the side of the road straight away?
Nah. Don't get a chance.
Nah, yeah, you've caught me there. No, I don't know.
Well, obviously you weren't thinking straight.
No. I was panicking.
Yeah.
I was so hungry. But yeah, I came over to it, picked it up. It was nice and warm. I was checking it, seeing how warm it was. It was still warm, so that means it was like
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh. I'll use that word. And then
You reckon someone had hit it with their car?
yeah, definitely. I think it was
What, a drive-by?
gone off.
Hit and run?
Well, it must have damaged the car. Definitely, if you hit
Well,
deer.
they do properly damage
Yeah.
cars, don't they? Yeah.
Put it in the boot. Load it in the boot. And then I was
I've got a picture. I saved it because I'd been.
I
out.
sent you a picture,
Yeah,
didn't I?
I was in
Sure.
Wales and I'd been out all night. And
Can you imagine getting a picture of this after a night out in
2 o'clock
Wales?
in the morning and I'm still out and I got these pictures, so I was like, I'm not ready to reply to that, but I'll screenshot it. So
Seen and read. Oh my god!
Are you showing the picture there?
Right, the
Yeah.
caption on this for everyone that's listening is acquired. Like, I've just acquired a deer. Like the
Stuffed
deer's in
in me
the
boot.
back. Right, for everyone who's like visually impaired or can't hear very well, It's a deer with its head backwards inside of the back of like Steve's truck
Yeah, no dignity.
with a Snapchat caption that says "acquired." This is mental, mate. If I were you, I'd have been like off the app,
Yeah.
straight away.
Well, that's what I was like, because I'd seen, he'd already sent me a picture of it in the road.
Yeah.
So I'd seen that, and I was like, I'm not ready to respond to this. And then I got that one, and I was like, right, I need to screenshot that so I remember that this happened. And then I woke up,
Yeah.
and obviously I'd been out all night. I was like, that was a dream.
Fever dream, yeah.
That was a dream. There's no way that happened. And then
You were
I went
questioning
onto my phone, saw the screenshot, and I was like,
What
well,
the-
fuck me. Well, fuck me.
Steve, man, you're different gravy sometimes. You have the best life, the best stories.
It's just all random.
Yeah. So you and Ian have
Acquired the deer.
acquired
The deer. We drove back to his unit, dumped the deer off. I was thinking as well at that point, it would have been funny if the police stopped us. This is me, this hillbilly guy's got dead long hair, looks like a hillbilly, in my chimney, which is like...
a hillbilly car.
Yeah, it could be a class as a hillbilly car, couldn't it?
What do you mean could be classed as a big giant off-road tyres on it?
Is.
Well, okay. And you've got a deer stuffed in the back. Like, imagine the police guy coming over going, what's going on
You
here?
can't do nothing about it though, would they?
Well, I was looking. I think you can get fined for take because it's like belongs to the council. It belongs to whoever.
Oh, you're meant to ring up, aren't you?
Yeah. So is that, but
So we're
This
admitting
is-
you committing a crime.
No. This is all alleged. This is all alleged.
Oh, this
it's
is
all,
all alleged.
It's all
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Cal's
yeah.
dream.
Yeah, it was all a dream.
Yeah, your dream.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so allegedly you and Ian have taken this to
To his unit,
his unit.
dropped it off. Then I chilled at his for a bit, just talking
About the deer?
about the deer and other stuff, about cars and shit.
Yeah.
Then I went back.
So wait, so you just put the deer there?
Yeah, we
Because
left
normally,
it.
like when you watch shows of them hunting deer
Yeah.
and stuff, they don't bleed them out straight away or something.
Yeah, I think that's where we went wrong.
You should have bled it out straight
Yeah,
away.
because when I got that head, there's a lot of blood coming from that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we googled it and it said because we googled it says you have to leave the deer for a few days.
Right.
So we left it for a few days, and then he cut it up a little bit. But then I was like, I'm gonna go fishing instead.
Just a quick one on that. Does Ian have a family? Does his wife come down and look at you while like you're there 2 a.m, like looking at this deer on his like
what
the
the
dining
fuck?
table, and she just like walks up in the dressing gown, just like walks back upstairs, just like, I'm not dealing this again.
Full
Ian.
like mafia, like crime movie. Innit? She comes downstairs and there's a dead body in the living room. And she's
of
just like,
Goodfellas.
yeah. She's got, I don't know. I've just gone back to
Fed
bed.
up with this again, Ian. Last time.
So wait, and did you sneak in to that conversation there? Had a little bit.
Had a bit. No, I didn't do any of the cutting.
Oh,
He's had a bit. He's ate a bit of it now. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for a bit of the meat. But then, so we cut it up, and
Full Rogan style.
yeah, I was watching.
Quite cool.
What was it like to watch?
It was all right. It's just like it's like a hair.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, but it's just like a bigger hair.
Bigger hair.
Yeah.
100 times the size.
But then he did the business. I came back
business.
the other day. When did it was Friday. What day is today? Friday.
It's Friday today.
So I came back. I think it was like Wednesday, and he had the head in a plastic bag for me, and the bag was just full of blood as well.
Oh.
So I had to like take it out and drain the blood and everything, and then left it in my garden.
And mum didn't like it.
My mum wasn't too happy. She was like, "What the fuck you doing with this
Really?
deer head in the garden?" So now it's moved to the unit here,
Yeah.
and my plan was to skin the head,
Yeah.
take the skin off, then boil it, and then once it's fully boiled for like 7 hours or something, then you've got the head and the antlers, and
Yeah.
then you can have it as put it as like a
And you boil it in bleach as well to get it white.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
Because I was speaking to your dad out there, and he said like the skin and bit's meant to be easy.
yeah.
I think burying it sounds better.
Yeah, well, there's that process as well, is where you get the body. You can even do it with the body. You get the head and bury it deep in the ground.
With the deer body.
the deer body.
Yeah.
Well, you can, yeah.
You said a body.
A body. Anybody. And then you leave it over time, and then eventually all the bugs and everything, people do it, and it breaks all the skin down.
Oh.
After a year, you pull it out,
You got super clean.
and then, yeah. Well, I think you have to jet wash it to get it all off. Everything just falls off, and you've got and it's like the skull is stained like earth stain, and people pay money to get like skulls. What is it called? Coloured, stained in that colour. If you do it in the earth anyway, it gets
It's
to
that
that colour.
colour.
Yeah, but you have to wait a year. Obviously. And where are you going to bury it?
In the woods.
So, yeah.
And he said your dad was saying you put it in, you bury it and put a bucket on top.
So it's you leave its antlers sticking out the ground. That's why you put a bucket on top.
Someone,
Put it
no
out
one
back
stands on it.
Yeah.
Just like when someone walks over, just with a beer just in their hands, like there's antlers sticking out the floor, just like,
Yeah.
what's that?
What the fuck's that?
Is there anything demonic that we can do with it? That'd be fun.
We could do a ritual.
Ooh.
A nice ritual.
Yeah.
Cal's face.
That's
It's like, I'm fucking sick of your ideas
Took a
now.
turn.
That's not my idea. That was Charles then. Yeah, that's our Friday night sorted.
Yeah, brave enough chaos.
Yeah. Keep the cult going.
Oh,
so
God.
you've got the head.
I've got the head.
It fucking stinks.
Yeah, it doesn't smell too good.
It smells so bad.
Yeah, there's a few maggots on it.
Yeah.
I was gonna, because there's quite a lot of meat on the neck of it. I was gonna take that off, but I've left it too long now, so
Yeah.
I just have to foot that off.
Be a bit disgusting.
Yeah,
It's nasty.
Yeah.
So the whole thing's nasty.
the whole thing's a bit.
Well-
But I know definitely I've broke the barrier of like I'm not squeamish anymore now
Yeah.
Of anything.
of anything.
So
Bloody-
you
I feel
get-
like I could like put my hand in like I don't know.
A body.
Yeah, in its guts.
Oh, Steve.
I know. I genuinely feel like I've broke that barrier.
Yeah. Just absolutely numb to it.
Yeah.
There was this. Did you ever see the challenge when you was a kid online of there's 20 videos, and the more that you go through these 20 videos, the worse it gets of the videos.
Oh.
So we starts off with like a girl shitting on another girl.
Soft.
What?
Very soft. Yeah. That's a
Where
start.
does this go?
Yeah, I
now?
know.
There's
Very
20
soft.
to go. 19
soft.
videos to go.
Well, it's not going to start with like a SpongeBob cartoon, is it? Like, it's going to start quite heavy. Because to be fair, that's not too bad. Because it gets to a point. I remember one of them. Fuck knows why I watched it, but it gets to like 10, and there's like a girl like who falls stuck between a train track and gets like whirled along, and like her
God.
body flims fly off and stuff like that.
Okay, now. What is the people there watching it as well?
Yeah.
Imagine
Someone's just
that.
like, oh fuck me.
Someone's filming
But
it.
she's just like twirling in like yeah, it's fucking awful. So like,
Was it in like China or something like that?
I can't remember.
They usually are in like them places, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
You never see videos of stuff like that where it's just like in Rainhill.
Yeah.
Rain Hill.
Yeah, no
Digging
one's
the
getting dragged
willows.
along by a fucking Northern Line, are they?
Well, that's what I did get through the 20.
You did the 20.
Yeah, to be
Here we
honest,
go.
I'm not quite. To be fair, I'm like you. I'm not that arsed.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll look at anything. I'll be like,
Yeah.
sick. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect me. Like there was decapitations and stuff on there as well.
Nice.
You know,
Yeah.
shit like that. Maybe we should do a live viewing on the podcast.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, imagine
See how
that.
far we can get.
No, because you should be all right. You used to send me videos like that when we were in school.
Yeah.
Fucking decapitation.
No, did you really?
Everybody does that, don't they?
Everybody.
Everybody
does that.
No, I can't. I'm not good with like that kind of thing. Me.
Hmm.
I watched a video of someone who had leeches on their arm and they were pulling them off, and all that blood sent me a bit fucking almost passed out.
Really?
Yeah.
Just from what? Like the blood? Is
yeah.
it blood then?
I think so for me. Yeah.
What about your own blood?
No, that's
You-
all right.
you're good with
I used to be really bad when I was younger with blood.
Yeah.
Like my sister had have a nosebleed or something, proper semi-scatty. But
Yeah. Nosebleeds are weird though. Like they say half, like whatever blood comes out, half of that is like you're swallowing it as well, aren't you?
I've
It's
never,
disgusting feeling,
Mm.
isn't it?
I've never had a nosebleed.
Never.
Never.
No,
No one.
Really?
not one.
What?
I get them all the time. I think I'm dying.
Brain tumours.
Too many nosebleeds.
I think I'm going to pass away soon. No. You know what though? On a semi-serious note, I got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna force myself to like do these type of things so that I'm more resistant to them.
Oh, the videos.
No, yeah, kind of like the videos,
Yeah.
but also like in real life. Like
What?
I'll go for there's more. I'm not
Force-
decapitating
yeah, I
anyone
was
in
gonna
real
say.
life.
There we go now.
You know what I
It's
mean?
all
Like,
coming out now.
That's not happening for
Well,
me. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna force someone to shit on me.
Video one.
It's me. Live on the podcast. No, there was no, when I went for my blood taken,
Yeah.
I would when they would take it out, I'd force myself to watch it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'd be like, fucking, gotta take it out, blood out. And I was like, when the syringe going through, just because I wanted to be a bit more resistant to it. I didn't want to be like a bit of a fucking wimp with it.
Well, I definitely agree with that to an extent with like, say if you watch all those beheading videos and people getting run over and shit like that, I feel like it grounds you, brings you back to reality, shows you how like, you know, people fucking die like that. That's how you can die. That's reality.
That's such a backwards way to think.
It is.
It might be true. It might be true. No, this probably makes a lot of sense. Like it definitely does grind. It makes you realise, but
yeah, it makes you appreciate like how
if you need to watch beheading videos and people getting run over to appreciate to appreciate life, then
no, I get what you mean. I get what you're saying there. Yeah, it's probably the extreme level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely the extreme level.
I think a lot of us. I think we. I mean, look at us on the podcast. We talk about mental things, don't we? I think some of us have like extreme. We're not just living our day-to-day life. We like searching into things and.
Yeah, I think we're drawn to like the next level of stuff.
I tell you what, this podcast like for me a lot is, I just don't give a shit about talking about certain things, and especially listening about like awful. We talked about some pretty fucking rough things on this podcast.
We have.
Like things that like serial killers are doing to fucking little girls in Japan and stuff like that, and it's just fucking scatty. And you gotta think. I feel like I'm all right listening to that stuff now.
Yeah. You've been grounded.
Well,
Cal's been grounded.
We almost sat there laughing about it.
Steve's giggle is the highlight of this podcast, I think, from the beginning.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You know, it's bad, but
I know what you mean.
Maybe I'm a bit numb to it.
A bit numb. I don't know, but like, is numb the right word though?
Maybe it's just. What would you say it is like maybe a realization, just like
like an awareness.
Awareness,
An awareness of you know, because it's like when people. I don't know. This might not be relatable, but in my head, I feel like it is. But when like people eat the food, the meat, but they don't know that it's like a dead animal. You know, like there's this attachment.
Oh yeah.
You know, like they just see it as like food to eat, but then they look at the animal that they're eating dead, and it's like, ugh, fuck that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you're eating it.
You're trying to get us back on side with this dead deer, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with
it.
You want us to eat this deer, don't you?
Eat this head. No, I mean like there's like a detachment from reality of it.
Yeah. I think, but maybe that's why I can feel the ease of talking about it, because there's that detachment of me just reading it off my notes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, there was There was one point that
who knows, man.
There was one point that my friend made where he couldn't picture things that I've reread or listened to in his head. So if there's a story being told and whatnot, and apparently that's like relatable to like people maybe with like ADHD or a bit of autism or something like that. They can't picture stuff, because when I read or listen to a story, I picture it in my head. Like when we go back to when that kid was getting a hammer into his head on the
experiment.
I'm picturing that shit, and the cleaner watching him through the window. I'm picturing that in my head.
I get what you're saying.
I'm exactly the same. Yeah, I see all that, but I do know people who can't picture things.
Wait, so what? How do they like process stuff in the head then?
Mental.
They can't. That's like they can't get that.
They literally can't.
No, well, it's like people don't get that. Like people who don't read books. Don't get that kind of like what would you call it? Like a connection.
It's like it's not your imagination, but
you aren't getting any fulfillment from it or anything, are you? There's no.
It's just words on a piece of paper.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
because I read a book and I'm picturing the book. I listen to you tell me things. I listen to you tell me things, and I'm picturing.
Yeah,
that stuff.
So you can picture it in your head.
I read the notes.
Yeah.
That I talk about in podcasts, and I'm picturing it all in my head.
Wow. Yeah, I agree, but I can't think of it any other way.
Yeah,
no. I can't picture.
But
how do they like take in the information then?
Crazy, I know.
What the fuck?
I never thought about it.
What way did they process it? Is it just like a voice in the head then, or something?
Well, some people don't have that voice in their head either. You know when I'm reading, I have a voice in my head reading it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people don't have that.
In like an Australian accent. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, man. I don't know how people process that, and maybe they don't. I see that with my friend that has that kind of way. They don't necessarily do those things. Like they don't read books, or they also don't watch a lot of media. in
Yeah.
a way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's to it. Like, I think I've, over the 24 years of my life, I've watched a fuck ton of media.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe because of that, I can picture things better.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose there's like people have. It's like what they're doing as well.
Like visualizing, taking visual things in. If you've never, I don't like, I can't think of an example, but if you've seen something, and then you read a book, and something similar happens in it, you can kind of make that connection in your
put them together.
yeah
Yeah.
a little bit, saying, oh, this would look like this.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
And that's actually a good point, because if a sentence in a book says, the guy picks up a hammer, and you've never seen a hammer before, what the fuck is a hammer to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you imagine it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
How do you see it?
exactly.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So you're just building that library of pictures and information in your head.
Unless it's like a really descriptive way of describing a hammer. It's on a wooden handle, there's
Yeah.
a piece of metal at the end, one circular, like that sort of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Maybe, and it tell you what it's used for, but I don't know. You wouldn't go into detail about that, about every object in a book.
Yeah, the whole
So-
thing.
It's even anything, like if a book was describing the way someone was walking, and you didn't understand that adverb that was describing the walk,
Like,
then you wouldn't know what it was. Like what's a word you could use? Like a really complicated adverb that was like really like a really fancy word, basically. Like,
can we not think of any on the top of
No,
our
no,
head?
no, 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 no,
can't.
no,
I
no.
can't.
I'm thick as fuck, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at you, mate. God, can you say something?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
You said
yeah.
like, oh, Johnny was walking
Bristfully.
or deceitfully, something
Deceitfully,
Deceitfully.
nice.
and you
nice.
couldn't work out how someone, because you didn't understand the word deceitfully.
Yeah. So what do you see?
Yeah.
You're just like, do you just automatically see someone walking then? Just
Or he's
normal?
skipping. Or
Skipping.
Can you get it completely wrong?
He's walking on all fours.
I think we've had many podcasts, and like I was looking back through, and it'd be nice. I'll grab my phone in a second and look back through all the podcasts. I thought maybe we could like rate it.
Yeah.
What we done.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, I like that.
you guys have done a lot more. I think. Actually, how long was I on the podcast, and how long have I been off the podcast?
Like in episodes.
Yeah, because
Well-
you've probably done the amount of episodes I was on, or more.
That's
Well, this is this episode 25? I think.
It's a lot.
This is episode 25,
Yeah.
and Charles, your last episode was episode 13.
13.
Yeah, so like it's half and half,
Mhm.
basically,
Yeah, yeah.
man. You've done half
Wow.
episodes
What
without
the
me, man.
fuck?
So you're probably like when we said like a little bit of a recap episode. I was thinking you guys probably have a whole different perspective and
Yeah.
different favourites now compared to me, for example.
Yeah, I get it, yeah.
Yeah, I've had some good, like, when I look back at the podcast, I've had some good ones, like, but then I think back to the ones that I'd forgotten about, and like
Yeah, I
the
get
technology and the space one, stuff
Yeah.
like that, and I'm like, fuck, that was a good, that was a
Shit.
deep conversation. You know the ones that really affect you?
Yeah.
Remember, like, when we first started, me and Steve play footy after it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were saying about this, weren't we?
So we just couldn't play football.
Like, my standard of football dropped drastically.
And I genuinely
Really?
think it was because of the intense conversations we were having in this room.
Your head's frazzled.
Yeah.
Do you think that like mental energy contributes to physical energy?
Oh,
After-
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck,
It
man.
just, there was no focus at all
Yeah.
after it.
Couldn't
No,
play.
it's difficult,
Couldn't play.
isn't it?
Well, we've had some big ones where it's just been like, you finish the podcast and we just like deep breath, like Michael Hutchins, that one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
that
deep
one.
breath, and we don't say anything,
No.
and I just go home
Yeah.
and go to bed.
Turn off the mic.
Yeah.
See you later, Steve.
Yeah.
Good night.
It's literally, I think at the end of that one, you said, Cal, I've got nothing to say to you.
Yeah, mine was done.
Yeah.
Mine was completely done.
You know what? There's been some that I've listened to without me on it, and the ones that I've tend to really enjoy is when you're talking about your week,
Yeah.
and particularly there was one when you was talking and you was like, we couldn't do it last week. I was in the shitter.
Yeah.
Basically, and I was like. And I remember walking home from work and I was listening to it. I was like, mate, I feel you. Because I had a shit day at work and I was thinking, fuck, man. Like I like hearing you guys like talk about your day. I love you talking about your stories and the stuff that you've researched and stuff like that. But in particular, when you go, fuck me, I've just had a shit week.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do it last week, but now I'm here. I feel better.
Yeah,
like,
that-
you know,
That was because that was the point
Right.
of both of us where neither of our heads were in it, and we were just like,
Oh, I couldn't do
It
it.
was we rearranged it. We probably meant to do the podcast every day that week.
Yeah,
And it was just like, Steve, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Oh, was you planning to do it every day?
We'd rearranged it to. No, we did Mondays, and
Yeah.
then we'd go, I can't do today. And we'd do Tuesday, and it was like, I can't do.
I see
do
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wednesday, it's like, Steve, might have to leave this till next week. I can't fucking think
Yeah.
straight.
Was there one? Because I obviously I'm trying. I keep up with a little bit. But
Yeah.
was there any point where you did 2 in a day? Because I think
Yeah,
you did,
yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
We did. I came down on a Saturday, and we sat here Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and we sat and talked for.
It was the Would You Rather ones
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Bro, listen to both of them.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
like,
man.
Of all
really
the
good.
of all the ones to do like 2 in a row on,
Yeah.
it was them.
It was
a lot.
because that took us down some tangents, that didn't it? That was good.
100%.
Some good conversation. That.
Yeah,
They were good, man.
and that is where I got me Spain plan.
No, I'm not talking to you about that.
100%.
The what plan?
So Steve, do you want? No, we'll let Steve announce this because this is a pretty big announcement.
It's not that big, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty big. Of course, it's big.
Is it?
Oh, I want to know. Now.
Now you're putting pressure on me. Yeah.
Do you want me to? No, you should announce it. It's your.
Should I? Yeah, I should. Well, no. Basically, I said
And so
on the episode,
Okay.
it didn't happen. This doesn't.
the Would You Rather. I'm 100% certain it's on that episode.
It was a
but
throwaway comment.
we were talking about because a lot of the talk seems to revolve around traveling.
Yeah.
All our Would You Rather, all everything seems to go back to
I
traveling.
remember you guys saying
Yeah.
that on the
Like-
pod. Yeah.
Yeah, and weren't we going to go to Asia? We were talking about.
We were
like-
talking about going to Asia,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, well, I'd like to go to Asia, but if I go on my own, it's a bit too far.
Yeah.
Like I went to Asia last time, I was with somebody, so it was like
course,
it was easier. So if I go on my own, it's too much. So then, immediately after that talk, I said, I'll go somewhere close. I'll go to Spain.
Yeah.
So that's
As a throwaway comment.
a throwaway comment.
Yeah, and then 3 months down the line.
I don't have throwaway comments.
No,
I
no,
mean,
you're on
everything-
it. You're on it. You're on it.
3 months down the line. So I'd heard this off a couple of friends, mutual friends.
A couple of I don't understand how so many people know.
Yeah, and Steve never ever actually fully confirmed to me that you are Steve.
Going to Spain
Yeah,
You're going to Spain
for 3 months.
3 months.
That's,
Oh,
that's
my
the plan.
God.
yeah.
Yeah,
So he's taking his car.
yeah. I'm gonna get the ferry to Bilbao, and then I'm just gonna mooch. I'm just gonna live there, mooch around.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be like a tourist though. I'm gonna like
he's gonna live there.
Yeah,
And you've
I'm-
always said that
Yeah.
if you were going anywhere, you're not going
Yeah.
as a tourist. You're going to live there.
yeah. I just want to just chill and live there. I'm gonna do like I'll probably find a boxing club, find a five-a-side club.
Yeah.
Just
You can
chill
brush
there.
up on your Spanish.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't need to. I
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás?
See,
You know what, man? I've always envied and admired you, Steve, since I first met you, because of the way you think and you do things, and it's quite admirable in a way of how you think and you want to go and experience stuff in life,
He is a
and you
doer.
just do these things.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
life.
You can though, can't you? You can just do it.
Yeah.
It's
But
all
like,
in your
not
head.
many people have that attitude, Steve. So that's good to have, man. Like fucking, who else is just gonna get up and go, fuck, I'm going to Spain.
Yeah.
And I'm staying there. Like, I'm actually going for it a good amount of time,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it was conceived in that episode.
It wasn't.
I was not having any.
I'm not having any of it. I'm gonna have to re-listen to that episode to find that.
Yeah, I'd definitely say Spain.
Yeah, that tiny little comment.
Are you gonna go around Spain or?
When we'll go to Bilbao, and then like because Bilbao is in the northeast,
Yeah.
and then we'll do because there's what's the mountain range where Andorra is? Is it Pyrenees? That's it.
Yeah.
Goes from like south of France into Spain,
Okay.
like the mountain range.
Yeah.
And there's loads of towns across it. So I'm gonna like stay in them towns and go running in the mountains.
Love that, man.
So that's like the rough plan of it.
And
Yeah.
As soon as you get somewhere nice by a coast, somewhere sunny and hot, I'm gonna go and see.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
come over too.
yeah. The invite's open to everybody. Come
Yeah.
down.
Brother of Chaos in Bilbao.
How funny would that be? How funny would that be?
So that's so your plan is 3 months. So we need to get recording.
Yeah, we need to build a bit of a backlog.
Yeah, because it's gonna be.
A couple of episodes. Couple.
Yeah.
Well, you can take it. You could. I mean, not to say you don't want to. I mean, it's your thing, but you could take a break, couldn't you, for a little bit? Come back
we
feeling
could- yeah.
revitalised.
Well, we were saying we'll just do as many as we can, won't we? And
then-
release them in however many we've got. If we do 6, and it's one every 3 weeks, then that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I think 6 would be one every 2 weeks, wouldn't it?
Yeah, is that what? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not too bad, isn't it?
No, it's not bad at all.
Yeah. So
Especially,
we'll try and get as many done for the listeners.
Yeah.
We'll
for the
try
listeners.
and get as many done.
Man.
And
Of course.
yeah, so that's going to slow down September-ish, isn't it?
Yeah. I think my plan. It's going to be funny if I don't go now.
It's the end of
No,
September.
announce it.
Yeah.
I just get another plan and do something else.
Well, yeah, well, somewhere down the line, Steve's going to go. He's going to fuck off and leave us.
Yeah. Well, well, you
I
know,
can see a tear in your eye, Cal.
the original plan. I should give credit. Is Simon? He came up with this good concept. I'm sure you were there, Cal, when we discussed this as well.
Yeah.
But Simon came up with this concept of like, you work for like 8 months
Yeah.
or 9 months, and then go and travel for 3 months,
Holy
and just
shit,
do that
man.
cycle
Yeah.
for like a good 5 years.
Well, there's
Yeah.
people out there who do get into that cycle, and then
Yeah.
they just do that cycle for the rest of their life.
That's fucking class.
Well, I do you know what? Funny enough, you mentioned this. There's a guy that I've met at my new work. His name is Christian. He's an absolute enigma. He'd be great for the podcast.
Enigma.
Enigma.
Now, when you describe someone as an
Yeah.
enigma,
Book him in.
I've never ever met
It's pre-booked.
someone. Never ever met someone like him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's so powerful when he walks into a room. So just context.
Yeah.
Before I ever met him, people were saying, "Oh, wait till you meet Christian. Wait till you meet him."
Oh, there we go.
And this is in a fucking train museum. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy, man? And he walks in, and one day his hair is swept back with like gel, and it's mad. It's all just fucking mental. He's this big buff lad. He's wearing a Hello Kitty oversized top, right?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
He's wearing
No, no.
multicolored shoes, and he walks in with his head held high,
Yeah.
with broad shoulders, and he goes, "Morning." And I go, "Fuck me, I'm in love with you."
He melts. He's just melted.
Already. And this guy is incredible because he's a magician, right?
Oh my, no way. What
No
the
fucking way, right? So he's a
To
magician.
top it off there, you're dropping that on.
I know, right? So he's a magician, and he's leaving soon. I'm gutted, man, because he's one of the only people. He's proper down to earth as well. Like he's one of the people in the jobs where you walk in, you know, you'll know when you have a colleague where you go, "Oh, I can't be asked," and then he goes, "Yeah, I know, yeah."
Yeah.
He's probably the only one, but he's leaving soon in June, and he's going traveling where he's going to be working for like 6 months, and then he's fucking off traveling for 6 months
Yeah.
because he's doing magician stuff full time.
Oh my god, now that.
hell.
He's just living the life, and he's 25, so he's got his life ahead of him, and he's genuinely, I'd say, me times 10, like a better version of me. Because when I look at him, I go, I want to fucking be you. Like his thoughts and stuff in regards to life. He sat me down one day, and he talked to me. And he was asking me questions, like kind of like I do here. Like he was going, "So, what do you think about life?" And like stuff like this. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, eyes wide, and like, "Why are you asking me these questions?"
Yeah.
And he's just like. And he was talking about mindset and fucking being on top of your game, and your life doesn't start to this point, and it's all learning curve until you get to this certain age and all this shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to go through my fucking emails. And he's talking to me about all this deep shit. And yeah, he's absolutely crazy. One of the first questions he asked me, he goes, "Do you like Russian literature?"
Wow.
And I go, I've read Lolita, and it's not the best one to read, but like I've read it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's all right."
Oh, you think you've lost points with Chris?
And I'm like,
straight off the bat.
I'm like, fuck, I should have read more Russian literature here, man. Like shit.
What the hell?
But he's an incredible guy. And the fact that he's going traveling, he's travelled multiple places. He goes around the world, does weddings, and like he did one the other week. He just went to Santorini for 2 days for no fucking
2
reason.
days?
Yeah,
What,
2
just
days,
goes-
came back, did a wedding, come back.
Oh my
Was in
god.
work for 4 days, and then fucked off to Glasgow.
And he's
did a
doing
work-
magic.
He's doing actual magic.
Yeah, like table magic, like that kind of thing.
Do you know what? He's never performed it in front of like the staff because he's like, I'm not asked.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
well, it's just like
I'm not
nothing to him.
bothered. I've
Yeah.
got nothing to prove.
Oh my
What a guy.
Christian.
Yeah. If he listens to this, It's going to sound like I'm fucking licking your ass, mate. But he knows how much I like him because I'm fucking following him round like a bad fart, mate. So, but the fact that, you know, when you say about 8 months and then doing that 3 months, he's living that life at 25, man.
Fuck me.
Many people can do that.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's cool, that.
That will be used either, won't it?
That's my plan.
I hope
That is, I'm going to, for the next few years, I'm going to do that cycle. Live somewhere abroad, then come back and work.
That's the biggest thing, like the living somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be too much of like, wouldn't do anything, just sit around. If I went to Spain, I'd be like, another day on the beach.
Yeah,
I'll be a fanny, mate. Yeah, I wouldn't do much.
No, because you're going to take this lifestyle that you've got now, where you're running every day and you're going to the boxing, and you say to me, you go and play footy.
Yeah, I'll
like
find
that.
like a 5-side club, just slip that in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to just replace my life here.
in Spain.
Yeah.
Pass the ball. Hola, hola. It's the extent of my Spanish, guys.
Yeah, so that's new anyway, isn't it, Steve?
I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
It is. It was out there in the ether for a long while, but it seems like nobody picked up on it.
Mate, you could go to Madrid, see the stadium. I mean,
Yeah.
Camp Nou.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Drive down for the weekend.
Literally, yeah, taking your car, you'd be...
Yeah, I was thinking if you take your car, then you're free, aren't you?
Yeah.
Drive anywhere you want.
To be fair, with the state they're in with the money, you could probably just waltz in there with a tenner and just get a whole stadium talking.
Yeah.
I'll take over it.
Tenner, here you go. I own Camp Nou.
We'll have fucking Brexit football in there.
So you were trying to get me. So I said I'd come down and see you, and Steve went to me, come down for the drive, come down on the ferry.
Yeah.
I said, absolutely. Why would I do that?
Well, first of all, Callum doesn't fit in my car.
Don't fit in the gym. I'm too tall for the gym.
Yeah.
It'd be the most uncomfortable. How many out?
A full day.
Yeah,
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days of my life. Yeah,
Not doing that, man.
but that'll be powerful. That's Steve. It will.
You
Be.
reckon?
You know, I think sometimes I think to myself, like, I'll regret not doing something like that in my later life. Because my dad always says that to me. He's an avid traveller.
Yeah.
And always says, like, you should go and travel. And I try and listen to my elders because it's a lot you can learn from a lot of people. And I just feel like I'm so focused on living the same life, and I've kind of got into a bit of a rat race. So I feel like maybe that's something I should adopt. I'll see how you go.
Yeah.
And if
I'll
you-
test the waters.
And if someone like mugs you, I won't do it. I won't go. But
Die, disappear.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
I know. I think I've always said like, oh, I'm gonna move it, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna stop saying I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because that's just
Is that just the talk?
yeah.
It just builds up
Well,
into
then
this talk.
it becomes the talk, then,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It's like, oh, then you can say in 10 years' time, oh, I always said I was gonna go here, but I never went.
I know what you mean, yeah. Just
So
do it.
I'm gonna stop saying.
Just do it.
I don't know, but I don't mind my life at the minute here.
Oh, yeah. It's not because there's something wrong, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's just there's more.
Yeah. It's
Go and see. Go and
That's
see.
it.
Go and see stuff.
Life's in the way, though.
Mm.
You know, we can't.
Yeah,
miss
see,
that.
Yeah.
there's like the commitments and stuff, isn't there? If you, like, I feel like I'm in a lucky position where I don't seem to have anything. Probably the podcast is my biggest commitment.
Literally.
That's nice to have, though. Well, you got your music and stuff, like
Yeah.
Are you gonna miss doing that? Or are you gonna take a guitar with you, or
Oh, I could take a guitar. Well,
Make
Yeah,
it
you
guitar.
got to. You got to.
we're just gonna get our gigs booked like as soon as I come back.
Yeah.
Have more booked anyway.
ready to go? Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you just stay out there though?
Well, that's one of the problems. Imagine if I just find a job or something.
Yeah.
Just stay there.
Stay.
Could do.
Or a nice Spanish girl?
Spanish girl.
But a little senorita.
Start a family.
Come back with 2 Spanish kids. You're teaching them how to fucking cut deer up.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Wait until you see my unit back.
Yeah.
Your little Nina. Shit, man.
Hello. Yeah, that'll be the life, that's Steve. Yeah, it will. Right, Charles, you gave us a little snippet.
Yeah,
of,
you dropped something there.
yeah, of
That's
your.
the best part.
I want to know what's going on. I want to know what.
Oh man.
How's life up there?
Yeah, man. A lot's going on, man. You know.
Well, tell them about your gym. You were telling me about the gym on the way, eh?
My gym, yeah. Yeah. So like, I was one of the big things for moving for me was like finding a nice gym.
Yeah.
And I found one. It's pretty expensive. It's £45 a month for the gym.
That's expensive.
It is.
But one of the nice things about it being that price is it gets all the fannies out
Yeah.
and gets people that actually like are athletes
Yeah.
and
Fucking
professionals,
training.
right? So it's a place called Ultraflex.
Yeah. What a name.
Mate, mentor. And like,
You've got my attention.
I walk in there and immediately see this 6'5" guy at the desk like that, like drinking this big cup of like protein shakes, all different fucking colours. I'm like,
Raw meat in it.
yeah. I'm like, can I have a look around? And he's like, yeah, mate, sure. And they're fucking lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone's so lovely, but everyone in the gym, honest to God, is like 6'2", 250 pounds.
Yeah, like serious.
They are
Jacked.
serious, man. It's incredible. I guess it's one of the highlights of mine.
Yeah.
I've made a couple of friends in there. Actually, one guy in there I've met. He's a wrestler.
Is it?
Yeah. Did I ever tell you? I told you about my wrestling past, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to try and be a wrestler. And he came up to him and was like, "Fucking, do you wrestle?" Because I saw like it on the Ultraflex Instagram. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm a wrestler. I used to wrestle for AEW, which is a big. It's kind of second to WWE.
Yeah.
So it's a big
What?
one. So we're just mates now. And every time I go in, I'm just like, "Did you wrestle this weekend?" He's like, "Yeah, my shoulder's fucked up and stuff like this and that." But it's absolutely mental. So that's been one of the highlights.
What?
Yeah.
And,
And you've bulked up as well, you can tell.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
you are looking good,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Looking powerful.
I'm eating, man. I'm eating a fucking lot. That's literally.
You don't
all
want
I'm
any
fucking
deer, do
doing.
you? You don't want any venison.
No, man. Honestly, all I've been doing is eating, sleeping, and going to the gym and working.
Yeah,
That's been my life, unfortunately, in a way, because I'd like to have experienced York and talk a bit more about maybe the history of York and whatnot, and bring it to the podcast. But fuck knows.
You're not know what happens.
Yeah. But like,
Just getting jacked instead.
Focus on the gains.
focus on the gains, bro. You've got to.
That's it.
Right, now stop flattering me. No, but it's the move was nice, and I found a really nice place.
Yeah.
So to give you context, and I'll change a few names for the sake of it, but I live on a place called Gillygate. So Gillygate is one of the most popular roads in York,
Yeah.
and it's 1 minute away from the centre.
Oh,
It's like dead
Perfect.
centre.
Perfect.
Like Diagon Alley in York.
Yeah.
1 minute away from there.
What?
1 minute away from there.
That's what you want. That's
And
what you
apparently, I'm very fucking lucky to find this place.
want. Yeah.
You might have saw it on my story, I don't know, but it's kind of, I live in a fucking basement, but it's not like, for people listening, it's not an actual basement. Like it's
A dungeon.
it's not a fucking dungeon.
Cellar.
Some cellar.
Like, all I've got is water and some fucking shit food. It's a nice studio flat, and I live under a 3-story house with a very posh family.
Yeah. Posh.
Very posh. Change my accent a bit.
Yeah.
And they're very fucking rich.
Yeah.
They're like millionaires
Wow.
and stuff like this. And the family's very lovely. The mum, who's my landlord, she is very accommodating, always brings me like carrot cake and
Oh, no.
stuff like that.
So good.
Knocks on my door, like, "Do you need anything? Here's some carrot cake." Like,
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, that's so
it's
nice.
lovely, man. Well, I'll tell you about this time because we've become best mates now. I'm always up there for a drink. I'm trying to get in the will.
So you're like, you're...
You become like
part of the family.
Literally. It's mental. Like, because I've got no mates in York, so these are my mates now.
yeah.
I get yeah.
So it's a nice family. They've got
Who's
two
in the
kids.
family?
Two kids and dad and them.
young
Yeah.
kids or
One 13, one 15.
nice.
Yeah.
So you're the big brother.
So
Yeah,
the
you're
big
the
brother.
big brother.
Big brother. Well,
Shit.
bonded with the kids, not in a weird way, but like I bonded with the kids.
Yeah.
Teaching them my ways, you know, showing the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. And well, I went round for a meal, and they have a separate dining room. I live under the dining room, and the dining room, as I walk in, there's classical music playing, Beethoven's Fifth.
Oh yes.
playing as I walk in. I'm like, what the
I'm
fuck
just gonna
is
close
going
my
on?
eyes. I'm just gonna really imagine.
This is the picturing
Yeah,
things coming
I'm
in.
gonna really
coming in
picture
now.
this.
Very old Victorian wooden chairs.
Yeah.
Very nice. Pictures of the family all around. Very homely, but very prestigious in a way. There's nameplates on the table.
No way.
Nameplates on the table. So I walk round. I'm the head of the table, Charles.
No.
Head of
No,
the
no,
table.
no, no.
Head of the table, right? Sit down. We have to like say like nice things and like thank you for the meal and whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck? Beethoven playing in the background, of course. I bring out my first course, which is soup, right? So I have this soup, eating it with a normal spoon, and the mum goes to me, Charles, not to be that person, but you're eating it with the wrong spoon. Look at the table. There's a fuckload of cutlery.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, what the fuck is the difference between this fork, this spoon, and this whatever?
Yeah.
And so, like, she tells me all about these different cutleries and stuff like that. So it's a proper posh meal. And it's mental.
Like serious table
Yeah.
etiquette.
Yeah, proper table
Elbows
etiquette.
off the table.
Yeah, elbows off the table. You've got
Oh,
to sit up straight.
I wouldn't stand a chance.
Cal's kicked out immediately.
Yeah. But to say that, they are very down to earth and they're not posh, arrogant.
Yeah, I
They're
get
posh, down to earth, and nice. And the mum lets the kids like be who they want to be.
Mhm.
So one of the children is lesbian, the other is gay.
Yeah.
So
cool.
she's very, very open about that, which is very nice. And it's absolutely fucking mental.
That's like such an experience. That alone,
Yeah.
like, it's such an experience.
It's absolutely mental, man. So that's kind of been a big part of
Settling in.
settling in.
God.
Very nice person.
that right there is what it's all about.
It is, yeah.
Fucking
Genuinely.
that's
Is
what
it
that's what
really?
life is all about. Just going somewhere and meeting people like that and just experiencing like just something like that and being in that
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah. Because it was really like struggling to find somewhere, wasn't it?
Very much
Yeah.
so.
It was almost like I'm not going to be able to go, wasn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it was very difficult for people that don't know. York is fucking expensive.
Mm.
And finding a place like that I have, which is a good price, I'll tell you after. But
Yeah.
like it's a good price,
Yeah.
and in the centre as well. Like I again, like all my colleagues have told me that I'm very lucky.
In the
So- and then,
centre of
you know-
York, of all the places you could be,
I
like
know.
the centre of York.
No,
I'm so jealous.
mate, this family's going on a cruise to Venice soon. I know, and I've got a wink, maybe. You
Oh
know,
God.
can you imagine going on a cruise? Venice, Paris,
Take you on the
Croatia?
holidays.
Oh my god. If you're going on the family holidays with this fat Charles, I will not be able to handle it.
I know, but like it's funny because I'll send voice notes to my mum and to my old colleagues, like when I'm there, and I'll be like, Charles, you changed your fucking accent. And I've gone, no, I haven't. And they go, you fucking have. And I've gone, shit, I'm doing it like subconsciously. I'm very fucking posh over there. I'm normally posh, but like when I'm over there, oh my god, I'm fucking posh.
Dial it up.
I dial it up,
Dial it up.
but I don't mean to.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, man. So
That's so heartwarming. That.
It is. That's insane. What a lovely little.
it's a lovely family. They got a big house, and she says I can go up any time and stuff like that. And yeah, again, like I had a trouble settling in, for sure. You know, it was difficult, but that definitely helped, man. And
Yeah.
the gym, that kind of stuff, keeping me occupied.
You wrestler.
Yeah, me wrestling, mate, keeping me occupied and stuff like that.
What's work like?
Yeah. So the
Oh,
work. So every other aspect that you've said there seems to be fucking perfect.
Seems
there.
good, doesn't
that
it?
seems
Yeah.
really good.
Well, the internet's fucking shit. I could go on a rant about that. Right, so one of the first... Right, this is again... One of the first fucking days I get there, I
Yeah.
do a speed test. It's fucking 3 megabytes down. So I can't even load a web page. So I'm fuming. I'm up at Janet's. And I'm like, Janet, what's your internet? She's like, I don't know. She's like, I've said her name. She's like,
We'll bleep it out.
on this rant. She won't listen.
Anyway, moving on.
So I try and go fucking sort out this fucking internet because I'm like, I can't deal with this. I literally can't live here. I need my internet. Like, so I go up and I go into all the fucking bedrooms and I'm sorting out the fucking internet, putting in these plugs and stuff that are in the wrong place, trying to extend the internet.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, in this road that they are, because it's a very popular Victorian old road. That has a lot of history. They can't dig it up, so they can't have fibre.
I see, yeah.
Oh.
So the most they have in the house is 20 megabyte download, which is awful.
Yeah.
And a 3-story house with about 1 million people in it. So like, so I went up and I managed to extend it, and now it's okay. But the fucking internet's awful.
Yeah.
You have to go in like a full like BT technician.
Yeah.
I did, bro. I walked in with me plugs and all me cables, and I'm fucking sorting this out,
Yeah.
mate. I can't deal with it. I can't live here.
I can like picture that so much, Charles.
No, can you picture me coming in on a Saturday after work, like it's a late kickoff? I can't wait to watch United after a day of work, and all you see is the buffering screen, and I'm there like fuming. So yeah,
So the internet's
that's not
bad.
Yeah,
The internet's bad.
Yeah.
But the job,
Yeah, the job. So
the job.
the viewers, I mean I keep saying viewers, the listeners know you went there for the job, wasn't it?
I went
the
there for
the
the
train
job.
museum.
The National Railway Museum.
That's it.
That's it.
We've been calling it train museum. Sounds a bit worse, doesn't it? Charles, like a train museum.
Train museum.
A few people I know have been there and said it's really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Someone I work with.
Someone I
Didn't
work
we?
with.
We had someone on the podcast whose grandparents were, or maybe that was outside the podcast. I don't know. It's all kind of one big blur at the minute for me. But I know, people who are well into that National Railway
Mad,
museum.
yeah. Well, to be fair, it is a very prestigious museum, and it's something that I don't, at this moment, necessarily appreciate because sometimes I go into it's called the Great Hall. And it holds,
like in Valhalla.
it's got all these like, the famous steam trains of like the day of the Mallards and the Duchess of Hamilton's and stuff like these. So
Wait, has it got so it's got it would, wouldn't it? It'd have them, oh my.
yeah, like larger than life type shit.
Yeah.
Every day, and I'm walking through it and I'm not acknowledging it because I don't really have a passion for trains.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that I've noticed is the only people that have a passion for trains is someone that's under the age of 10 or over the age of 60. In between, it's a grey area. So I don't appreciate going through. Then he's like, these trains that are 3 sizes of me, and I'm walking past all of them like every day and not really appreciating it as much. Or in the station hall where we just did our May activities, and we have royal carriages.
Wow.
Yeah.
From back, like Queen Adelaide's carriage, for Queen Victoria's, and all these carriages that they built, and we have them.
Are they in like good condition as well?
Amazing condition. Yeah, like some of the stuff you can't go and step in that, for example.
Yeah.
You have to. I haven't been able to go and look yet because I haven't been on the days where they go and look. But it's a special day when you're allowed to go and look on the royal carriages, because you have to put on a whole hazmat suit essentially.
What the fuck?
It's in perfect condition.
Yeah, because you can't. The only people that are allowed to are the conservation team.
Yeah.
Who go in and
maintain it.
So, and they're mental. Like, people that have been there will know how fucking mental some of the stuff is.
Yeah.
And like, I hate they asked me if I wanted to do a royal talk.
A royal talk?
And I said no.
Wait, so what's that? A royal talk?
Talking about the royal carriages and the history of them.
What?
But I fucking don't care. So I said no.
No.
But
Wait, would you have to do like the research for that, or would they give you like a script?
They will give me a script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just have to like pick it up.
Yeah. It's not necessarily my role. It's called, the people that do that are called explainers. Makes sense.
Yeah.
What a title.
That's fun.
The explainers.
They're the explainers.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would explain shit to people. But like, one of the facts is like Queen Adelaide, she put a toilet on a carriage, but didn't like she felt it was bad manners to shit while the train was moving, so she had to not use it and step off the train at every stop to have a shit and stuff.
Yeah, she needed a shit at every stop.
Yeah.
Was she eating?
She also thought it was bad manners to eat when the train was moving, so she'd only do it when the train stopped. It's fucking mental,
What
some of
the
the
fuck?
shit, man. Proper Tory stuff.
Tory behaviour. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So when you work, what's your title then? You got the explainers.
Yes. It's so they got explainers, senior explainers.
Senior
You
explainers.
know, who can explain it a little bit better than you.
Shaman explainers.
Shaman explainers. And then you got me, who's a production coordinator.
Production coordinator.
Production coordinator. It sounds really fancy. It's not.
I remember you saying it was similar to what you had in fact, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. It's similar, but it again a lot is different in a way. It's quite a new role that my role is,
Yeah.
and it's so my museum, the National Museum, it's under a banner of SMG, which holds all of the other museums in the UK, the national museums.
Ah, right, yeah.
So the Science Museum London holds it. The Science and Industry Museum in Manchester, that's under that banner.
Yeah.
Bradford, the Media Museum, it's all under one banner. So it's a new role. It's only been around for a year, so they don't know what the fuck to do with me.
So they're still trying to work out what. Yeah.
Me,
You kind of got free reign then in a way. You're
Yeah.
moulding it. You're moulding the job.
that's one thing they said to me when I first started. They was like, "Do what you want,
What?
define it how you want,"
Yes.
and I have.
What?
I've literally been. This
Yeah.
is.
So what have you brought
This
to the
is-
table then?
I've been the most blunt that I have been in a role,
Yeah.
and I'm most unprofessional. I really have been. I really have been. Because I've not give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm in charge.
It's
I'm
so
good.
bad. It's so bad. Like, I'm too ahead of myself, mate. I think I'm surprised because they like my manager's going, "Oh, we love you here. You're great." I'm like, "What? You just sack me already?" Like,
Yeah,
I've not been professional at all.
You're trying to be sacked for not doing a job that no one knows what you're meant to be doing.
Yeah.
So they all think you're doing a really good job.
They're all praising.
Well, he's turning up every day.
Well, the fucking thing is, so like, obviously, I'm good with tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never went to school or studied shit like that. But I'm immediately known as the tech guy because I taught one of my fucking heads of learning to close her fucking tabs, for example, on Chrome. So
Now you're the
everyone's
tech guy.
Oh, he's the god now with tech. Oh my god! So they'll come to me for tech now, and like I'm known as that guy, and that's definitely one thing missing in the team is that they don't fucking know what tech is,
Yeah.
which is funny.
You've got like a little like side control power thing going on there now.
If you sack me, what are you gonna do with those tabs?
How are you going to take your laptop off mute?
yeah, man. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
I've got a massive workload. I'm probably the biggest of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my role goes in between a couple of strands of the team, and I work with both.
You're dealing with a lot of people coming into the museum as well, or is it
Yeah.
behind the scenes type thing?
A lot of mine it's 50-50, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm a lot operational, so I'm on the floor a lot, and I'm a senior member of staff. It's fucking crazy. I'm managing people, and I've blagged it. Fuck knows how I'm doing it, man. Because I'm just like shitting it every time I go in there. I'm like, I'm just honestly, I'm winging it.
Yeah.
Hope they don't listen. But yeah, it's like I'm dealing with a lot of people that come in. I basically, the last thing that we did May half term, which was 9-day program for the Queen's Jubilee.
Oh,
We
yeah.
get-
I bet that was massive.
Not a big fan of the Royals. I don't think any of us are we?
No.
I think she's funny in a way. I
Funny.
Yeah.
I laugh at her in a way like
Do you know what I love about the Queen in particular? Is she's just a normal person, and then every now and then you see those little clips of her just saying something like making a joke. And
yeah,
stuff.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. That's why I think
Yeah.
she's funny. She drops some like funny quotes and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you're like, she's the queen.
She's the Queen. She could kill all of us.
Yeah,
mate.
exactly. But then I'm definitely not a royalist in any way,
No,
shape or form.
couldn't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't give a fuck.
But
That's
you
the-
had to give a fuck for
I
9
had to
days.
give 9 days.
Wait, was
man.
it like was the kids? Is it like kids involved and stuff
Yeah,
like that?
so we get a creative brief for half terms.
Yeah.
And we have to meet this brief. So we have to suggest activities. So my brief was Queen's Jubilee centered around this, but maths and STEM incorporated.
I get you. Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, what are the Queen and maths? Two things I hate.
Yeah, and two things that are complete opposites as well.
I was like, fuck off. How the fuck are you meant to link that? I was like, oh my God. Literally, we sat there at the table and we went, oh. So I basically created like a geometric bunting. Give it to me.
I was like trying to work out in my head, like
I can't
like,
picture
maths, numbers, Jubilee. How many years was she in this coronation? Geometric bun blew me away. Absolutely blew me away.
I'm like trying to picture.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can't. When I'm about picturing, I can't.
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures after.
Yeah.
Geometric bunting. So the kids. So for example, the kids. I created a design of like a cube unfolded,
Yeah.
and also like a triangle pyramid unfolded. The kids would have to cut it out, put it in a cube, and like hang it up as a bunting, and also design it.
I get you. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also royal flags. Which was so fucking easy and ended up being the most popular fucking thing. And it's more kids come and go. Kids,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
families, visitors come and go, getting
Yeah.
involved with the activities, and
I think that'd be great. That just working with kids like
Oh,
that.
chill.
it's not.
Well, yeah.
It's not great.
Well, I did teaching degree, and yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
great.
you
know
you
exactly.
know.
You
I
know
know it's not great.
exactly. Well, it's not. It's not what I like to do, which is getting intimate with. Oh, that sounds.
Oh,
Whoa.
rewind.
Gotta take a sip of water.
I can't believe I
Rewind
just
that. I love getting intimate with kids, man. Yeah, fucking hell.
Now we're on about the
What's the
real.
other
This is
word?
what the podcast is
This
all
is
about
what it's
now.
That's what it's all about.
Roll it back. I like working with kids on a personal basis, developing them personally, like
Yeah,
their personality, boosting their confidence, that type of stuff, over a period of time.
Yeah.
Not getting intimate with them. That's the wrong word. But with this job, it's all about the numbers, man. It's all about
Is it?
people coming, going, fucking off. You don't know their names. You don't know who they are. You don't
I
know
get
why
you.
they're doing this,
Yeah.
why they're here. You have chit chats and stuff, but I love bonding with people, and that's why I'm in the work that I do. And I love having fun as well. And unfortunately, a lot of my colleagues don't necessarily have that.
That's not
same
the
interest
passion.
in- It's not the
No.
passion, no, man.
So
Shit.
yeah. So your colleagues, apart from Christian,
Apart from Christian, my
Christian,
man.
who sounds
My
like
G.
wow.
Who's getting off?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
disappearing.
He's fucking getting.
He's doing a magic
bastard.
trick. Fucking.
Yeah.
He's doing a Houdini, disappearing.
Yeah, absolute bastard. Man.
But are your colleagues? Some of them are alright, or
Yeah, there's. I like to call. I
I
coined
don't
a
even.
term.
I was gonna say I don't even want to call them out.
no. Fuck it, man. I'm not even bothered. Like I've coined.
He's trying to get sacked. Steve.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
Go for
I've
it.
coined a term for some of them called pacers. Right. People that are always looking busy, trying to look busy in work.
Yeah.
That are always like pacing around, trying to do stuff there to do the job and then go home.
Yeah, I get. I know. If you walk quicker in work, it looks like you're doing stuff.
With a
doesn't
piece of
Yeah.
paper in your hand as well. that's-
Yeah, like always trying to do like, and I'm just like fucking chill out. Like we're here, like I want to have fun, man. I don't like we're here 8 hours a day. We're fucking like this is a big chunk of my life. I'm sat with you. I've got when I go home, I've got fuck all. Like I would like to like have a bit of fun and
Yeah,
enjoy
yeah.
this a little
Yeah.
bit more. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
So there's a
some
few
of them-
people there who are just there for the job. Not the job. I mean, just there to.
It's a class difference, I think, as well.
Do you reckon?
I think so. Yeah, there's a couple of people that are a bit militant. Bit militant, yeah, bit militant. And one of the things that was said to me one day, and you'll hate this because it's fucking awful, is I was going to go a little bit early, 10 minutes early one day, but I wasn't actually going early. I was going to security to get my pass changed because it wasn't working. And one of the girls who've been there for a while, who I've had a bit of trouble with, she says, she goes to me, oh, leaving early, are we? And I go, I have to go to control, I have to sort my pass out. And she goes, You might do that where you come from, but we don't do that here.
What? Fuck.
What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
What's that even mean? What does that even mean?
I know.
Where do you come from?
Yeah.
Same hemisphere.
Yeah, man. And I couldn't give a fuck about class or anything like that. I
Might
just
do
wanna get on.
might do what? Where you what? God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You might go and get your security pass fixed where you come from, but we just deal with broken ones here. What a shame.
Yeah, man. Stuff like that, man. Like where there's not a lot of luckily, my managers are fucking fantastic, but the people on my level are not great.
Mm.
No.
I think there's a bit of jealousy involved, new person
Yeah, I
type
get
of
it,
stuff. But
yeah.
other than that,
yeah.
other than that, not to go on, but other than that,
Yeah.
it's all right.
All good.
It's all right, man.
All good. Yeah, hopefully somebody comes in when Christian goes. Another enigma appears.
Hope so. I hope so. I doubt it, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your chance to step up.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Become the enigma.
I'm becoming like him. Like I've realised that I walk in work like with my head up like that now, and I'm like,
Yes.
fuck, I'm Christian.
Yeah.
Shit.
There
Be
we go.
yourself, Charlie.
There we go. What a man.
Yeah, man.
Class.
So
No,
Yeah,
I'm glad it's going smooth. I'm glad it's going good.
yeah, it's all right, man. As I said, the managers are good. One's from Bootle.
Is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Playing
man.
a gig there next week.
You actually?
Yeah.
I hope you don't get roughed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
No, I think we're in an all right place.
Yeah, don't trip into any trouble.
What? So
Yeah, man.
someone
So-
from is there? So there's a few people from different places.
Yeah, I mean, people that grow up in York, they're gonna be better than fucking where I grew up or where we grew
Yeah.
up in a way.
But it's still up north, York, isn't it?
It's so different though, isn't it?
You're
'Cause it's almost
northerner.
like a little snippet of the south, isn't it?
Yeah,
A little-
I feel that
up
actually.
north.
I feel
It
that.
Is that what-
genuinely is? Yeah.
I feel that in a way.
It's like that's like Chester. Cheshire's like that, isn't it?
Cheshire,
Yeah.
Michael Owen.
Like that area, yeah. Well, Chester, I get that like that vibe from Chester, and people
Yeah.
from who live in like the little those little towns and villages around Chester, which have got dead fancy southern names and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That kind of thing. I kind of get that vibe from York a little bit.
It's a
Wait,
bit-
York, like what's around York? What are the places?
Leeds.
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 Yeah,
Leeds
and that's
fans.
Yeah.
That's really northern.
Leeds. Barnsley.
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 Yeah, you can literally only say Barnsley, like, can't you?
Mental, man.
Oh yeah, so you got Sheffield.
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 Mental.
So you got so it's. I see what you're saying there. Actually, there's some very northern places.
Because you think, yeah, because I obviously I work in like places like Bradford, like shithole, and that's not far from York, which is like this lovely place.
Yeah.
we have. I want to go to Bradford because they have a museum there
Yeah.
that's similar to us, but
yeah.
maybe not.
We've got,
maybe not.
We've got
No.
no, sorry, I don't want to do that to the whole city of Bradford. We've got a site in Bradford that is a shithole.
Yeah. Just the site.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I hope to actually go out and see a lot more
Yeah.
in the near future. But my boss actually, he's quite into his history,
Yeah.
and so he's done like history tours and Vikings tours and stuff like that.
Well, that's
before,
it. It's a
so
Viking place, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, he used to work at the Jorvik Viking Centre and stuff like that. Man. Yeah, man. Fucking some sick people, like some sick. I'm not putting it down. There's some
Yeah,
sick
yeah.
people,
Yeah.
It's a good place. There's a lot of. I think you guys would absolutely love it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Oh, I'm definitely coming up.
We need to
Yeah,
come
man.
up before Christian gets off.
Yeah.
yeah. Meet him. Yeah. Defo, man. So
I know. I think. So you need to get out. You need to find your local boozer.
Is that
Need to get out
it?
my local boozer. Well, there's the Gillygate, which is my road, but
Yeah.
the Gillygate pub, which I didn't know, but
What's that like? Is that all right in there?
I've not been in.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
I've not been anywhere.
Yeah. You fucking roiding it.
I've been Sainsbury's. That's it, man. Yeah, Sainsbury's is awful, by the way. Fucking so expensive. I need my Asda back or Lidl or Aldi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lidl and Aldi's the one.
I know, especially living that close in the centre as well.
Yeah, there's so. I mean,
What about booths? Is there a booths there?
Booths? What's a
Booths?
booths?
Booths. That's when you know you're in a
Booths.
Tory place.
Booths? No, there's not actually a
No.
booths.
I've never even seen a booths before.
Really?
I don't think.
What?
No, I've never seen
Never?
booths. No, not.
There's one
don't
like
know.
on the back end of Ormskirk going into Burscough, and then there's one.
Oh, there is. Yeah, I've seen that booth.
It's like What is it? It's a bit like a Sainsbury's, isn't
A
it?
bit like Waitrose.
bit like it's like a Waitrose, but everything's even more overpriced.
Yeah.
And the average age is like 65.
'Cause you got like Marks and Spencers, and then you got Waitrose, and then Booths.
and then a
Booths.
booth. Yeah.
And then Booths.
Yeah.
This weird supermarket that's only in one place.
Yeah.
There's only like one Waitrose in the northeast or something like that. Northwest.
Might
Where
be
is
in
it?
York.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't think I've been in a Waitrose.
I've never been in a
I
Waitrose.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my dad lives in Rickmansworth, which is down south,
Yeah.
and there's a Waitrose there. He used to shop there when he was making money.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot down south, isn't there?
Yeah.
Waitrose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought about that actually.
Mate, honestly, walked in there. Fucking, there's nothing you can buy. Like, not for me anyway. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have normal stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's genuinely hard. Like,
It's all for
like
old
a-
people.
It is. It is. Rich old people.
Yeah.
It's hard-boiled sweets.
Yeah,
Root
man.
veg.
But one thing that's nice is that everything's so close, and like I'm trying to appreciate that I can fuck off to the museum gardens, for example, and chill
Yeah.
out there, and other places.
I tell you what, though, mate. Like the summer's coming as well, and the weather gets nice as well. That's the time to get. That's the time to go and explore a city, anyway.
Yeah.
Or even just walking.
Yeah.
Just go out walking around
Yeah,
the
man.
city. That's what you want in the sun.
Yeah.
Or even like sunset.
Yeah,
Set
man.
and you're just
yeah.
mooching around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the time to do it.
I think I'll miss it maybe over the next couple of days, and if I feel like I miss it,
It's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah, that means something,
It's
doesn't
a
it?
really good sign.
Yeah.
it's a good sign. So
Yeah.
of course I'll keep you guys updated, you
Yeah.
know, about how it goes.
Yeah.
And that kind of
Let
stuff.
us know if you go on any holidays with your second family.
We're at Venice.
We're
Yeah.
going Venice, Croatia, Paris on this bloody cruise.
Oh my
My
god.
Christ.
Kids hate it apparently. They don't appreciate it, little bastards.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe one of them doesn't go and
Oh, maybe I take their
yeah,
place.
you drop right in.
Yeah.
That'd be unbelievable. Oh my god.
Funny, man.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It is. Right, boys, should we have a little look back into the past?
Yes.
A blast from the past.
Some of our pods.
Well, I like Charles saying rating. We rate some of the episodes.
Yeah. Because this is like, how long ago did we? Because obviously, initially, it was. How many did we have in a buffer? Did we do 4?
I think we had a month, didn't we?
We did 4, and then started releasing them.
Yeah.
And that was the first one was released on. I didn't realise Boxing Day.
Was that it? Yeah.
Boxing Day we released the Jonestown
No.
Massacre. And me and you didn't even do it in here.
No.
We did it out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Surrounded by
yeah.
the cars.
I remember.
God, yeah.
That was insane.
I remember coming and doing the test with you, in a way.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
talked about loads of random
We just
shit. man.
rambled, didn't we?
Yeah.
Rambled for ages, man.
Because I think back to those.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Like M. Hunt show.
I think back to those early podcasts and think how fucking nervous it was. Like I was like genuinely nervous.
Yeah, but what are you going to say?
Yeah.
What you want to say and how you want to say it.
Exactly. And then as soon as like you start settling in and we kind of got like maybe 3 episodes in, it was
It's
just
just
like
second
we
nature.
can just go in and say you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah. Everything just flows. Like we were saying the other day, we could probably go into an episode now without doing the research. Like,
Oh, yeah.
obviously we won't get the facts or anything, but I feel like we could just,
We could talk about a topic. couldn't
yeah, like we could just just let it flow naturally
Yeah.
enough. You know, just talk.
Or just look at us now.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't.
You know what I mean?
that's-
We've fucking just started recording. Like, how long have we done already?
We've done an hour and 17.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. Fucking lovely. That is a podcast.
That is a
That.
pod- that genuinely is.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely could. We could. I think we'd obviously have to pick the topic a little bit, but
Yeah.
we could do one without.
Like I don't feel like I'm thinking what I'm saying here now.
No.
No.
Just like I'm having a conversation
Well, it
with
was.
you.
I think the early ones was quite we were quite structured as well, weren't we?
Yeah.
It was almost like because we never used to, like you were saying before about we like the catch up. We never used to do any of that.
Yeah.
We used to do it. We used to do it and then press record and then start.
Yeah,
doing
that
next
was
time.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think listeners will like that catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, to
Well,
personally know who they're listening to.
He had to go at me a few episodes ago.
No, it was
No,
just
he had
it was
a
a
go
little
at me
pointer. It
and
was a little
said-
pointer.
I think our little catch ups at the start might be a bit too long. He's like a 40-minute catch
Yeah,
up.
it was on the Viking one, and it was like we were like 35 minutes in or something, and we were still on the catch up.
Still talking about any Vikings.
Just
Yeah,
still
man.
talking.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that though.
No, I like
It's
it.
just-
Although I was saying, my sister did say she hates that bit because she already knows me.
She already
Probably
knows what you're doing.
She
Yeah,
already
yeah,
heard
yeah,
all
yeah,
that stuff
yeah,
anyway.
Knows what you've been up
Yeah.
to.
It's nice for me when I'm fucking elsewhere and I don't
Yeah.
know what you guys are up to.
Exactly, yeah, nice being part of the conversation. I think that's what a lot of the lads like as well. I think that catch up, and I'm glad that we started. I don't know, I can't remember when it was. It'd be interesting to go
see
back
when.
in and see when we first started doing the catch up on the podcast.
Yeah, you know, it obviously happened naturally as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't plan for having a catch up, didn't we?
But I think that's like the slope, the beginning, the slide into like that conversation where people are getting caught in the conversations, and then they find themselves like responding to us and stuff like
Talking
that.
back.
Talking back to a podcast. But I think that like really natural conversation, because it is just like a conversation that
Yeah, there's no topic, there's
Yeah.
no theme, there's no script or anything. Just fucking.
just something you say to your mate when you haven't seen them for 3
Yeah.
months and they've been working in York, or you
what have
haven't
you been
seen-
up to?
haven't seen
Yeah,
you for a
man.
couple of weeks. And
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's one thing that I've noticed that I'm doing when I'm listening to you guys like talk about stuff on the podcast. I'll pause it and talk like I'm there.
Yeah.
I will. I'll do
Yeah.
it because I want to be there. I want to talk. I want to get
Yeah,
involved.
I get
that
you.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It poses questions in my mind as well. So
I think that's like the beauty of a podcast as well, isn't it? Like if you watch a documentary,
yeah,
it doesn't like capture you in that way, doesn't it?
No, there's no space to think, is there? Like Si says that all the time, that he gets caught up in it. I get caught
Oh,
up.
he says that about every podcast.
Yeah.
He always telling me about that when you listen to Joe Rogan or something.
Yeah. Well, I get caught up like responding to myself, like arguing back with myself when I'm re-listening to the podcast.
Man, that's the worst.
It's like,
Honestly, I'll listen to this podcast and go, why the fuck did I say that about my work colleague? Why the fuck did I go on for that for ages? But it's nice. It's a lovely vent.
Yeah.
And it's, I think it doesn't just have to be about, I mean, looking back on the old episodes, especially, I guess the first one that I did, which I really liked, but was that kind of structure with the Corey Haim one,
yeah.
Yeah.
where it was literally just me telling you about the
Yeah,
story
like-
and then click off. That's
Like
it.
we had no idea. We were like
Yeah.
on the other side, weren't we? Of
yeah.
it?
I
Yeah.
love those ones, like the story where
You're just getting
coming
told.
on and telling the story. They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
the best ones.
It's nice
And that
to.
story was heavy as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah.
Well, they
man.
have to be heavy ones, don't they? Because that's the kind of thing we want to.
That's
Yeah.
what you want to portray, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to hear about and stuff.
So what's your 10 out of 10s?
My 10 out of 10s.
That you've
Let me
done.
go through.
Yeah. We've all got our phones out here. Aren't we? We're all
Yeah.
looking at.
Yeah, we're all on the
Personal
phones.
favourites.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think so. I'm looking through that Columbus one. That Columbus one feels like it was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And
yeah,
we-
yeah,
The other day.
Yeah, and we've literally done 20 podcasts since then, which is also ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absurd.
That somehow this little, and I don't know. I was at what was fucking Earl's festival? Beat Bazaar.
Beat Bazaar.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's where I was when Steve sent me the message saying, "Do you want to do a podcast?"
Yeah.
Really?
Because I think I had mentioned it in the group chat or something,
Yeah.
and then you messaged me separately saying we could do this, and I was at Beat Bazaar
Yeah.
The worst place to
Of
be.
all places to be.
sending voice notes to Steve
Oh,
saying,
yeah, I remember. Yeah, you sent
okay,
the
I want
voice
to do
notes.
this. I want to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I remember that.
That's mad.
And now
Sending me,
we
there's
can-
like music in the background.
Yeah.
He's like sending.
I'm literally at a festival in Clockface.
Clockface of
Yeah.
all places. Good festival though.
It was, yeah.
Well
it
done
was
to El.
good,
Is
good.
he having another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've last time I spoke to him, he said, "Watch the space" or something.
Yeah. There we go.
As he does.
He's a monk. No, I love him. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. I quite like what's it called when we can just talk about a subject and just roll into it without going through the facts and stuff all like that.
Yeah.
And be like, what? Like
Yeah.
for me, 10 out of 10 for me, H.H. Holmes.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, that was mad,
That
that.
was a special podcast.
That was a
though,
mad
wasn't
one.
Fucking amazing. Just
Yeah.
talking about like these girls going missing. Who could it be?
it? Yeah.
What's going? You know what's funny about that one as well? Like all three of us wasn't like clued up on that.
We didn't know it. Yeah.
Usually it's like one of us knows the subject or something beforehand.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Whereas that one was
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of because Tom gave us the suggestion for that one, didn't he?
Yeah, I recommended
And
it. Yeah.
that's the beauty of like the listeners sending them in, because we only pick topics, and the topics that we want to talk about are stuff that we already know about
Yeah, I know what
to
you
a
mean.
degree, aren't
Yeah, yeah.
because otherwise we would never even think about talking about them.
Yeah, it wouldn't just come. It wouldn't come into your head, would
Yeah,
it?
so it's nice like looking at the if the listeners are putting recommendations forward, then
It's an outside thing, isn't
yeah,
it?
definitely.
That was a good episode.
Fuck me.
What's the ones that you would like want to go back and listen to? Like you could just sit there for 2 hours and listen to it.
Well, mate, I think back to like the technology one,
Oh, that was a good one, man.
We think of what we covered in that.
because
Think of the type of stuff.
I remember that being the one where, so like my cousins and that would go, "Oh, have you got a podcast? What's this?" Like you keep reposting it on your story and stuff, and I think the technology one was like the first one where I said, "Hang on, don't listen to that technology one, because that'll hook you."
Yeah.
That'll get you in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck you in.
Yeah, because I remember, and you know what? I probably will re-listen to that one, because that was just like, I just blew. That was an enjoyable one.
Yeah, we got into some deep shit.
That was it. It was like deep. It wasn't just like a base level.
Well, it wasn't just technology, was it? Because were we talking about metaverse and all sorts on that one?
We were talking about life, man, weren't we?
Yeah,
Was that one when I started talking about death?
they're the best ones.
when I start crying about death. Man.
I think I brought. Did we bring that up on the Would You Rather one?
You
I
did.
think so, yeah.
You were like,
About
Charles. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. It's like I was listening to it. He was like, "Oh, Charles would hate this." Or something like that. Charles would disagree with this. And I'd be like, "Yeah, I remember no, because I remember listening to it. And I goes, I am disagreeing with it. I am. I wish I was there to disagree with it.
Put your argument forward.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that technology one was great. That one.
Oh, some serious ones. We got you forget about them. Oh, the one when we talked about film, which is the full episode talking about films.
We were in
Back to
our
the
element then.
Future, when you went to like, flying and
Always bouncing around.
Yeah.
bouncing around.
Bit of a shaky performance. He's got Parkinson's.
He's got Parkinson's.
We were definitely in our element in that one, just like fucking just rolling off.
That was easy. That was almost like because we did prepare stuff for that, and it was like pick like your favourite films, your most underrated. And
Yeah.
stuff. Like, we didn't have to do that, did we?
Yeah,
We
that's
could have
it.
gone through.
Yeah, I quite like football controversies.
Yeah.
You heard? That was fucking fantastic. Remember the one that always sticks in my mind is the girl that was jealous of her friend.
Oh, she got a
playing football.
yeah, she got a beat up.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Oh,
got her
yeah.
legs. Yeah, broke her legs.
That's brutal. I think about that sometimes, you know. Actually,
Yeah.
that's come into my mind a few times. Thinking about that.
brutal shit. Man.
Yeah, it's mental. That was just like, and that's another one we could do because I know us three, we could talk about football forever, but when we did the one with Joe as well, and we just fucking went,
Yeah,
and we could have gone. That was almost too much.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know
yeah.
how I knew it was too much when I was listening to it? He was like, "Right, we're back from the break."
Yeah.
I was like,
we had time for 2 breaks.
I was like, these guys never have a break. This is a proper podcast.
So our heads out.
Yeah.
I know that was when. So I've had a couple of them where I've been desperate for a piss.
Yeah.
And I've had to like stay.
Yeah. Need the toilet.
Pause it. But that was the one where that fella came in, didn't he?
Oh
He
yeah,
knocking on.
the guy who has the cards in the. He came in, obviously not knowing we were recording. What's going on in here? Hello. All right, guys.
Just
In the background. And you're like, fuck, I have to edit it now. I
Yeah.
have to edit this shit out.
But I think we'd just come back from going, and it was literally like 10 minutes
Yeah,
later.
it wasn't much later, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, that's so
we
funny.
should have asked him to sit in with us.
I know.
That would have been
Come on,
funny. That
join in here.
you like what's the one on Joe Rogan where he's with Russell Brand, and he has Jim what's his name? Brewer.
I don't
You know the
know.
comedian Jim, the guy. He's got like a square face. He's always laughing.
Not sure.
And he did like an episode. I think it was before the Russell Brand, and then Russell Brand comes in and like he's just there in the background, just laughing for the whole of it. Just like you can,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's just like, yeah, you just stay in the background,
Stay, yeah.
stay in the corner,
Yeah, it's class. That'd be nice getting some like, you know, just some strange,
out of the blue.
yeah, just mad guests. on.
What was the worst one?
the worst?
I don't
one?
think we've had any glaringly bad ones from
No, I don't think
my point of view, anyway.
No.
I genuinely feel like every one of them has been like smashed it.
Do you know what? There's been some that, like, when we did Wonders of the World, and going into it, it was too late to turn back and do something else. And
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know whether this is going to work.
Yeah, how like it was I didn't in that one. I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
You know, the more I researched it, like what was the
Right.
actual wonders of the world and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Because there's like 5 different lists that you can look at, and then we all had our own lists, but it was
Yeah.
hard because they had to then show each other the pictures of the lists.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Oh shit. Man.
So that's like a really good one for us to listen back to, because we all saw the pictures and we were on our phones watching. But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
if a listener was watching that who wasn't sat in this room, maybe it wouldn't translate.
Oh, I think we still smashed that though.
Yeah, no, it was a good episode. It was.
But it could have been. It could have gone wrong.
Yeah. I went into it thinking this might not work.
Yeah.
There's somewhere I thought where I've gone, fuck me, like this is not like I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the unethical like Nazi experiments or human experiments. I'm like,
Oh.
there's some times where you carry though on some of the things, and I'm like, thank God Steers like took this over.
Yeah.
Because you're always here with your papers.
Yeah.
And I'm
No,
like, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes I just don't do enough research, man. So
Yeah, I
it
think
was always nice.
I think as well with the Nazis, I think like some things were sensitive, and I'm thinking, should we be talking about this lightly,
Yeah.
this easily? Like a lot of things, and like what you had to say when we did Hitler's Inner Circle. We like before I start, I do have to say that we're not Nazi sympathists.
Yeah.
We're not Nazi sympathisers. We do not condone what the Nazis have done
Yep.
at any point in history.
We have to say that.
But we are going to talk about them for 2 hours.
And we probably will be laughing.
Yeah.
Yes.
People have definitely accused me of being a Nazi sympathiser. Like literally
Who?
just. I won't say. I won't suggest. I won't give any names, but
People have
definitely.
said it through the podcast.
No, not through the podcast. Like just in general talk when I talk about history and
You
like
do sit in your room and read Nazi books.
I do have a lot of but I read a lot of other history books as well.
Just
Yeah.
interesting.
No, I think it's just like I don't know. I think I have a decent amount of knowledge of it.
Yeah.
So when you do talk about it, it's like, you seem to know a lot about it.
That when in that Nazi fucking Hitler's Inner Circle, and you brought up that text that about anti-Semitism.
yeah,
and said, it's a.
the protocols of the Elders
Yeah.
of Zion.
I mean, it's just nowhere. You just can't find it anyway. It's really hard. I mean, allegedly, not that I've tried to find it.
Anyway,
yeah. But yeah, there's some of the things like I wouldn't say not bad episodes at all. Some of the best episodes are the ones where we've talked about like rape and murder.
Rape and murder, yeah.
Like, remember the early ones when it just kept bringing
was
up
always
fucking
there.
paedophiles, and
Paedophile, oh my
child
god.
rape kept coming
British
up.
cults,
Yeah,
man.
like, all the time it just kept coming up. We couldn't escape it for the first like 10 episodes.
And then we were trying to
Lingering.
find it other
Yeah.
other episodes.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the pedo stuff, man?
Come on, we're missing some paedophiles in this.
yeah, there was a point where it was just constant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that became the podcast really, and it was
Rough butties, man.
it was rough. It was, but no, that kind of made it made it a little bit.
But as well, that shows like the nature of like because they were all quite broad subjects, and they
Yeah.
all had. It shows the nature of life, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I think
Full of rape and murder and
Yeah, yeah.
I
all
think that
that
was the
stuff.
right way for us to do it, to go in with some hard hitters nice and early. Really just kind of take...
yeah, we're not beating on the
Broke the
exactly.
ice.
If we go in hard, then anything after that, because we did some nice ones where we thought, like we did the one about fucking we just ask questions to each other. Remember that one?
Yeah,
Deep
yeah.
questions
Yeah.
and shit like that. Oh my god, yeah.
Who are we?
Yeah.
Oh god, and we
Oh.
spent like an hour on that.
Yeah,
Mate, that fucked me up, that episode, like...
yeah, your head fell off.
Yeah.
I felt like I was nearly crying in
Yeah,
that
genuinely.
We all
episode.
found
Fuck, man.
ourselves.
Because I think I was in like a different place in my life. Then I just started a new job. I was going through like relationship issues and all sorts.
Oh,
It was just
yeah.
like...
shit.
You're,
I think if I listen back to that now, I'd set a tear, mate.
Would you? Yeah.
I remember because we were sitting here and we were talking about it. I was like, being like, yeah. So tell me more. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
It was
we'll
like
get
a
into
genuine therapy session, wasn't it?
It
that one?
was, man.
You know what we should do? We should do like another episode, like well later, and ask the same questions and see if they're the same answers.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
See, like if anything deep in us is changed.
I doubt it. What was the wallet one where you find a wallet? You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck. They were good questions then as well.
Yeah, I like them ones.
I forgot about that. I thought, and there was no overlap, was there, when we did the Would You Rathers as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Not much
because
overlap.
they were funny because where Steve kept picking he'd pick the stupid choice every time. I talked you out of it.
Yeah.
For the first 3 questions.
Yeah, you changed my mind, didn't you? You made me question, like, what? Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
they were good, and that was the one where you were the one who would take your the love of your life.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Again, that's another example where I'm sitting at home like, fuck, man, come on, I don't want to get involved.
Yeah. And you were literally saying, weren't you, Cal?
I will find that person.
Yeah.
You will
And
find
it-
that person.
and it was
me.
And it was
Because I was sitting at home, I was like, I'm gonna be like that cunt.
Yeah.
And does that? Yeah. Man.
no, but I thought like your reasoning behind it was magical, and I think we spoke about that
We did, yeah.
on the next episode. We
Yeah.
said that like we did find him. It was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
But the
All
reasoning
along.
was,
Powerful reasoning
Yeah.
behind.
the
Yeah,
reasoning was
man.
nice.
Yeah, it
Really
was
good
the-
reasoning.
I think we've in the episodes where we've just got into really deep chat, we've seen parts of ourselves which like we changed our minds on each other as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's really nice, and we've got to know each other a little bit more just through
Definitely.
this fucking podcast,
Yeah.
which we wouldn't do. Like you wouldn't fucking do this elsewhere. And that's why I think the podcast is so special, because you're not gonna fucking talk about this shit. I mean, you can talk about football in the pub, but you're not gonna be like, "Who are we in the pub? Are we?"
Yeah,
It's
We're
not.
taking it to the next level, aren't we?
You don't have to chat. It's so intense in this little room, and like the guests say it when the lads come on and they put the headphones on and get close to the mic, and you can hear everyone's voice in your ears.
Yeah.
It's a totally different
Game on.
environment.
Dialed in.
Dialed in, that's it, yeah.
Dialed in.
That's it.
Well, it's just we have really created an environment for discussion and just like conversation.
It's our baby.
I'm proud of it as well.
I'm proud that you two as well, because like I know that I fucked off, and like
It was hard though, mate. I will be honest. Like when me and Steve start, because we'd done 13 episodes, or we'd done 12 with all 3 of us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was like 3 was the magic number. The triangle, that's what it had to be.
yeah.
And
The
We
Three
did-
Stooges.
we did the first couple after you moved, just me and Steve, and it was
Mm.
almost like there's a gap here
Yeah.
between us
Yeah.
talking that should be filled by another voice, and it wasn't. It
An
was
extra dimension.
like, yeah. We kept looking over, and you had the first one we did when you left. Steve had the mic set up.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Couldn't leave me there. Leave me out.
I was
right?
like,
What are you trying to do to me?
That's nice. That's nice. So I always felt like it wasn't me or anything. It was you two fucking talk, man. And you wanted to do the podcast, like it was you guys, and I always felt like you guys have the real interests about the topics that you're talking about, whereas I faintly give a fuck about anything. Like you know, I do, but so you guys just are fucking amazing at it, and again, like I do listen as a fan.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not me kissing your asses. Genuinely, I'll listen as a fan.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to many podcasts. I just don't. Other than Man United podcasts, which takes up the majority of my time. You guys are second to that.
Yeah.
But it genuinely is the truth.
Yeah.
And you guys are great at it. And
Thank
keep
you, mate.
smashing it, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you know what's interesting is like it feels like we haven't done any without Charles.
Yeah.
Like you've just slotted right back in.
It's
it's
just
like
mental, yeah.
just at the same level.
I've been smiling this whole episode.
Oh, you guys.
It does. I think, like you say, we do like chatting a bit of shit, don't we, Steve? And do like talking about stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Some of those topics that Steve texts over to me aren't my cup of tea.
Like what? Which one is
Like
it?
trolls and pixies.
Trolls and Pixies.
Oh, that was when I was doing the mythology one,
Yeah.
and I was going through so much stuff. You know, like all like creatures and shit like that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck me, there's so much here, and like like folklore stories and all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, man.
We've
That's
got-
fucking mental.
Yeah, we've got loads. We've got loads we want to talk about, haven't we? We will literally never, until we are totally exhausted, lose our voices or something stupid like that. one of us just disappears.
Yeah.
We will never ever run out of topics to talk about.
No way. There's so much.
No, not you guys. Definitely not.
Yeah, because there's just so much, and I just will say Sean again. I really want it. So we'll say Sean.
Yeah.
What did he do? So you came to me and said Sean's done loads of like research and learnt loads about
Yeah.
the JFK.
I think he's going through. I think he's just going through a phase. You know, where you just
Yeah.
like watch a load of videos on YouTube of something.
I know that phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just happened to be JFK, and then Cal was like,
Get him on the podcast because I want to do a podcast on JFK.
Yeah.
Those
That'd be
conspiracy ones are good, and I feel like, and then he just refused to do it.
yeah,
Did he? Oh.
Well, he said no. He said he would do it.
yeah, no,
And
he
I
would.
keep calling him out for being too much of a bitch and being
Yeah.
too nervous to do it. But he says, Sean says that the podcast is forced knowledge.
Yeah.
Forced knowledge.
Well, he said it always about me is like, if when I'm reading something or like YouTubing something or something, he said I'm forcing it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I think he's just trying to get one over.
Yeah, he's trying to get in your head a little.
Yeah,
isn't
you're
he?
like,
It's never come off that way to me. I'm always learning. I'm learning
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
you. You know?
Well, I think that so he's using the podcast maybe as like, oh, it's just you're just forcing knowledge
because we do that research on a specific topic
Yeah.
beforehand. Whereas
he likes the idea of just you just stumble across it. You know, like,
Mm.
the YouTube video was just recommended to me type thing.
I didn't put JFK into the search bar and press enter. It just came up.
That's not how the algorithm works.
But yeah,
That's fine.
that'd be one I want to do. I'd like to get back into like doing some conspiracies and stuff. Like
Yeah, some good conspiracies.
that. Yeah.
You've had some really good guys, as I said before. Fucking the ones that I've listened to, fucking Joe just fit right in. I mean, he's talking about footy. He's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, he was in
perfect
it.
for
He
him,
was natural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, smashed it. Connor too. Connor seemed great.
Connor just loves. He loves the podcast. He's another one. Listens to everyone.
It's a laugh when he's
Literally.
on.
He gets so Steve sometimes he'll forget to upload or like the upload will fail on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
And Connor's like texting me Monday morning, where the fuck's this podcast?
Where is it?
No
Where is it?
way.
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't do the upload.
How's the uploading been? Good.
It's all good, yeah.
Yeah, we're all pretty smooth, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just well, I've got no. The only issue, so we have. Obviously, we wanted to push it a bit on socials, but I don't have any social media at the minute.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do it. Sorry, that is.
Oh, it's all good.
fucking,
It's all good.
No.
Need to join Facebook groups. And
Yeah.
search
That's
for
it.
that stuff.
Yeah. Si did a few. I think he posted maybe the Alcatraz one on like a. Or I think it was H.H. Holmes on like a serial killer group.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And now he's like getting loads of posts of like fucking serial killers.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll do some posts. I'll do some posts around York.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, there is a lot of tours.
Yeah.
You know, for that kind of shit.
Definitely.
Oh, we need to
Tours.
give him loads of stickers as well.
Get that Viking.
I
one
do. I have posted. I should have took pictures of the stickers. Why
Yeah.
haven't I done that?
up.
I've posted a couple of stickers around a couple places.
Yeah, that's what
a
we need.
lamppost one.
Yeah, we got
Took a
one.
picture.
Connor put one on one of those like a road bollard
On Winderland.
Winderland.
Oh,
really?
I'll show you when we drive past.
Oh,
isn't it?
sick.
It's still
Did
there.
you see it?
It's
Yeah.
still there, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's class.
That's amazing.
So we just trying. I think with the podcast though, and I know that we should get it out there because we've done that many, but I've always just done it for me anyway. In a selfish kind of way. This is like for me to unload, just spill my fucking brains out after a long week, or just to learn something from Steve. Because obviously we've known each other since we were fucking kids, Steve. So we've always had stupid conversations.
We're always-
Yeah.
yeah, think back in Triple Science.
Yeah, literally.
It was
What, you
like
just
it was
chat about
similar
shit?
to this.
It was just this, yeah. So
I can't believe that.
it's
Well,
all,
I didn't
a
know
few
you
extra
guys, did
heads.
I? I mean, fucking, I just like turned up at the vault one day. I was like, "Hey, Steve, what about life?"
But yeah, but in a way, that was what it was like in the vault, wasn't it? And like
Yeah.
at the end of the night, we'd just be sat outside
Oh, chat
talking
about
about while everybody else is like fucking, I don't know,
Yeah,
usual, and we're like just on the side talking,
yeah.
just lost talking.
Yeah, man, lost talking about life and stuff. Yeah, because you don't meet many people like you two in the natural environment. You know,
Not too-
you don't know. Like, I think first of all, we've bonded over fucking a great Fanta, and then like
yeah,
and then fucking
yeah, because we're not
talk from
drinking.
there. Yeah, because we're not drinking. We're like, why the fuck are we not drinking? We're in this pub. Like, why are we not drinking? And then yeah, I think not many people, again, like I said, want to talk about that kind of stuff. Nevertheless, do a podcast. And when I said to some of my friends today, like, I'm going to go and do the pod, they was like, whoa, God, you love that pod, don't you? I was like, yeah, fucking sick.
yeah.
You know, there's not many chance that you get to do that with people
Yeah, I
in
get
your
you.
life.
Yeah, it does feel like something special. It's very
does.
like it feels very unique.
Do you know what I like about it? Like, it's almost like not everyone can do this.
Mm,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying just the setup with the mics and that. Obviously, Steve had all this equipment ready to fucking go.
somehow I had all the podcast equipment.
But not everyone can have a conversation like this. Some people
Yeah.
it just doesn't it doesn't work.
I can definitely picture
So
a
I
few
like
people
that we've been able to get together and do this.
and smashed it as well
Yeah,
Yeah.
smashed like 20. This is episode 25.
consistently.
Mental as well. And the thing is, I like the point that you mentioned about not monetizing it as much as possible or whatever, because the first priority is enjoying it and doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
And I think so many podcasts, and this is the same with me. My first podcast that I did a wrestling podcast,
Yeah,
and like I remember being young.
That's mental in itself.
I know, it started when I was like 16 when I did my first podcast, and I got into a little bit of a rut of trying to focus on getting listeners, and also like kind of creating stupid drama on the episodes, like being a devil's advocate on purpose
I
to
get
create debate.
Yeah.
And like there was no, I always used to do that, and I felt like it was a bit naive of me and a bit less mature than I am now to do that, because I was always like, oh my god, we got this many views this week, if we do this more then we'll get it more.
I get it, yeah.
We need to be on this platform and we need to do this. Like, you fucking, like if I was like that now, I'd be like saying to you guys, fucking get on TikTok and do this shit and like put clips on there. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, you don't fucking need to, because like again, the priority is that you enjoy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just doing it.
I think
Yeah.
as well, like, eventually if it ever gets to it, if we end up doing fucking 250 of these, it then almost becomes hard to ignore, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
These guys have done 250. I know it's like a fucking, literally,
I know what you mean.
so many more than we've already done. But yeah, I don't think that's not what it is for me. I've stopped looking at the listeners that that we get. Like, people ask me all the time, well, how many listeners do you get? I just say, I don't know, like fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about listeners now
What do
anymore.
we get? Like,
I couldn't even give you a
I haven't
number.
checked, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't.
I think last time I checked, it was like we get around 30 a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, an episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30 an episode, which is,
If you think of what's 30 people in a room,
well,
it's like a full class.
and then
isn't it?
take away the people that we know who listen to it.
Yeah.
So obviously I listen to it, I'm one listen. And that's like, you're still like 20
Yeah,
people that
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
know.
But even in that sense, with people that you know, having Connor
Yeah.
be like, fucking, why have you not uploaded it? Because they're waiting to listen to your podcast.
Yeah, that's
Such a sick feeling.
Yeah.
Your mates want to listen to it.
Yeah, they're there, aren't they? Waiting
Yeah.
for it, loving
know?
it. Yeah,
You don't
that's
have to
fucking class.
push it, man.
Yeah. There's still fans, aren't they, at the end of the day?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
that's
whether
it.
we know them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't listen. Well, like, we've got mates who don't listen.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So it's like, they're not listening because they're our friends, because they know us.
Yeah.
They're listening because they want to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fine too. They don't want to listen. Fuck it. You know, like, if
Yeah,
people
that's
don't want
it.
to listen
I've
to
said
you,
that.
Yeah.
People apologise to me. Fucking Barn and Hunter and that. Go, I just don't listen to podcasts, sorry. It's like, mate, I'm not arsed. I don't do it.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't do it for people to listen. I do it for me and for Steve and Charles, and we talk about, or whoever's on.
Yeah, and just enjoy it.
Just for us to come on, enjoy it, get in the space, and just chat a
Zone
load
in.
of shit.
Dial in.
Yeah,
Fucking dial in.
Dial in.
yeah, and act like professionals. An hour and a half.
I think you seem pretty professional now.
Yeah,
I think you could do some speaking, some public speaking, something
Yeah.
like that.
I always think like,
Even some acting, not acting, but like, a role where you're speaking and performing
Definitely helps.
someone get me on the radio.
in
Come on,
the
talk sport.
talk to.
Oh, I'd love to do that. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Be better than fucking Michael Owen.
Oh. It's because some bad people on talk sport. I'd 100% be better than Gabby Bonlaw.
100%, mate. 100%, mate.
The best is the one that thing he was on, Danny Murphy, with what's the other two? The Scottish guy with the high pitched voice.
Scottish guy with the high pitched voice.
No idea.
On Talksport.
Yeah.
Ali McCoist.
No.
Scottish guy with the high pitched voice. Jim White.
Jim White and what's
Simon Jordan.
That's the best.
White and Jordan, yeah.
That's the best one.
Simon Jordan's class. I
It's
love Simon.
I always watch them. I
Yeah.
can't believe I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those, I'd love to do on that.
I've always seen myself. Do you know when I'm driving? I listen to it on the way to work and when I'm driving home, and it's like
Every day.
the phone in. Not every day, but like most days.
Yeah.
I think, oh, do I ring in? If it's so,
Oh,
am I that person?
Yeah.
No, I think you should.
should.
No,
Yeah.
because like people who ring into Talk Sport are like a certain kind of person.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
I know what
yeah,
you
I
mean.
think I am that person.
You could ring him for a laugh though.
No, that's
just
what people do, though, don't they?
yeah, and just say something ridiculous.
Really controversial.
Yeah,
I think Everton are going to win the league next year.
Get it going.
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
YouTube
I'm
views.
pretty confident Everton are going to win. I know. Listen to the Brethren of Chaos podcast.
Phone down.
Hello.
Oh man.
Hi, boys. Stay, how long have we done, mate?
We've done an hour and 15.
Beautiful.
Blasted it.
Is that the
there.
most we? Because normally we hit it. Don't we like hit it always at 1 hour 15?
Oh, it's gone
and then,
up.
like,
Yeah,
and
recently,
up.
It's gone up and up.
each episode's just been going up
Yeah,
and
man.
up.
Fuck
Yeah.
it, that's sick. You just got to keep going, man.
Yeah,
I remember that's another thing when we first started, and Steve was like, "What is it, like 40 minutes?"
I remember
Yeah.
you asking me because she
Yeah.
was like, "Should we do it for like 30, 40 minutes?" I was like, "There's no." I remember saying to you, "There's no fucking way."
yeah, it's
Yeah.
impossible. That try and picture us try and cram in like a topic in.
No
We
way.
couldn't.
No way.
No way. No way.
The flow's nice, isn't it? Like this.
Yeah,
And I'm glad you asked me as well. Like way back when.
yeah,
You know that message on Instagram. Nice.
yeah,
It was nice.
yeah.
that
I
you
knew
asked
you'd.
me.
I knew you'd be. You know.
I know. He put it forward to me as well, and I was like, "Let's go for it."
Appreciate that, man. Because like you guys have got. I would say you've got a really good group of friends
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I get
Yeah.
you.
So you could have asked loads of people, and you could have got loads of people on.
Yeah,
and,
we
like,
weren't short of people to ask.
No, so very, very nice of you.
No, it's nice. It really just. I think the balance that we've got as a three
A
is
trio.
different. Yeah. As much as like, and I love the guys that we've had on. But
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I could do hundreds with you two, and
Oh God.
Like I said, I don't think we don't even need to like research it.
No.
We could easily just drop in on
Go
anything.
straight
I know.
into it, man.
I've got a couple more ideas of episodes that we can do without any research. So.
Yeah, just go in.
Just
You're
have a
picking
little
like the
laugh.
most extreme ones.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be back. You know,
Oh yes.
at some
Yeah.
points. I might fucking, you know, if they end up sacking me, you know, I'll fucking be back sooner.
yeah, if you get sacked.
You know.
Well, what is your plans?
I don't know. Not really got one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I've got plans. I've got options.
Options.
Yeah,
I see.
I like
yeah.
to have it that way now because
Oh,
fucking
that is such a cool concept. That
Yeah.
I haven't got plans. I've
Got
just got options.
got options,
I've
man.
been writing
Got
that down.
fucking options,
I'm gonna use
man.
that.
Yeah, fuck plans now because over the past fucking 4 years, shit, man, all the plans gone to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I don't necessarily have one, but I have ways of interpreting that based on how I'm feeling. I'm going way more on how I'm feeling nowadays
Yeah.
because there's no point living your life in a too logical way.
Like set.
Yeah, because feeling is the most important part, I think, to me now.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that most of your day, it can't always be amazing, but if most part of your day is good, then you'll feel happy, and that's the
Yeah.
most important thing.
There we go.
It is, man.
Fucking right, mate. What a way to end. I fucking love that.
That's it.
That's why you've come back.
No,
Just for that.
Oh my god.
stop flattering me. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
Right.
Those are too nice.
Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Steve, we got any plans for the pod?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I don't know. Yeah.
I know you've got your pod notebook there, Cal. You haven't even opened it.
I know, yeah. I don't know why I brought it along,
Yeah.
actually. I think it just comes with
It's just there.
the headphones and notebook.
Yeah.
Just grab it.
Yeah.
I think, actually, the last thing I did in it was I was playing Scrabble.
Wow.
Scrabble.
Yeah, so I got some Scrabble scores in it.
Nice.
Yes. Who won?
I think me auntie won. It definitely wasn't me. I was paired up with my sister. We definitely didn't win.
No.
But yeah,
Fair enough.
that's the last bit of notes that
That's-
went in that pod bowl. So let's get some more notes in it for next week.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
Right, guys. Charles, it's been like a genuine pleasure to have you
Oh
back.
no, of course, man.
Loved
It's
it.
Been
thanks
top
for
drawer.
having me back on, man.
Yeah,
Like you haven't, like you've just been.
like you haven't been away.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
will be,
Yeah.
but I'll come back.
Stay. Pleasure as always,
Yep.
guys.
Top drawer.
Good for me to be back. I'll never. Oh, well, I'll try not to miss another one.
Ever.
Yeah, ever. Right. Thank you so much for listening as well, guys. It's genuinely just. This is just the best bit of the week, really, at the minute. And just I don't even know what to say. We've done 2 hours just on a catch up, no topic.
Shall we tear up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all start crying.
Yeah, we just start
Start
crying.
wailing.
Yeah, just it, and it just for everyone who made it through this much, because this is just going to go out as a pod catch up.
Yeah.
Just thanks so much for listening. It'll be fucking worth it, and we'll be back next week.
This was brought to you by Merdley Productions.